For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams is not in the building today. Yeah, I know y'all was expecting Coach Malachi, but Coach Malachi don't left the building. So yes. This is the good pastor, Reverend Abernathy. I told y'all last night that we was going to have church today. Every Sunday, we going to have church. Not every Sunday, but every Sunday, we going to have church. We're going to talk about the fights that happened last night. And I have some receipts over here as well. Let me go ahead and pull up some of these receipts that we like to do over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. Bear with me for a moment. Right? Yes, today is a good day. Devin the Dream Haney, he did his thing last night. Not thing, but thing. He did his thing last night. Thought I had some of these receipts up. I guess I didn't. What in the heezy is going on? What did I do with them? Did I delete everything? Looks like I deleted them. I had some receipts over here. And, oh, no, I didn't. I didn't delete them. No, that's him. That's him right there. No, that's him right there. No, you know what? I didn't have any receipts for the day. But that's okay. We're going to pull some up. We're going to pull some up right now. We're going to talk about this fight that happened last night with Devin the Dream Haney, right? Devin Haney did his thing last night against Jojo Diaz, as we all know. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Also, shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. Last night, we discovered some things last night. Coach Malachi left me some notes right here on this trusted pad, and he was talking to some of the subscribers last night who was watching the live last night, and I heard that they came up with what we got right here, guys. We came up with something for the fanboys. Now, in order for you to become a member of New Media Today USA Boxing Church, we came up with 15 commandments. 15 commandments that you're gonna have to pledge to in order to become a member of the New Media Today USA Boxing congregation. Let's give YouTube a little moment to send out the notifications and let everyone know that we are here today. And everybody gonna be rolling in slowly but surely. And these are some things that some of you are gonna have to do. You're gonna have to know these commandments in order to become a member of the congregation. That's all I got to say, right? We the only platform that's doing this right now. We the only ones that's doing this, right? So let's go ahead and do this. I want to give everybody that's in the chat a round of applause. I know everybody stayed up late last night. The fight did, Devin Haney. Let me go ahead and read this before I give everybody a shout out. I like to give everybody a shout out. Now, as you guys know, man, Devin Haney wins a unanimous decision win over Jojo Diaz last night. The question I have now is Devin Haney the best at 135? Is he the best fighter at 135? That has yet still to be seen what's going on, you know what I mean? But hey, I told you guys Friday, I said, you know what? When Devin Haney beats this guy, he's gonna beat him. It's gonna be a snooze fest. It's gonna be he's gonna beat him a 12-round unanimous decision. I said once Devin Haney beats Jojo Diaz, then the Devin Haney detractors or whoever is going to say, well, he still need to fight some competition. He ain't fought nobody. Prior to Devin Haney fighting Jorge Linares was going to be that one that really show Haney what time it is because he has the experience. Once Devin Haney went through that test, then the detractors of Devin Haney, and I'm not capping for Devin Haney, Lord knows we don't do no capping for no fighters over here. But they said that, Jojo Diaz, by him being a 2012 Olympian, he's going to be the one to expose him. And I told y'all, I said, you know what? When he beat Jojo Diaz, and I told you what it was going to be, then the detractors are going to say, oh man, he ain't fought nobody. JoJo was too small and this and that and yada, yada, yada. And Devin Haney, you know, he got this boring style. Don't nobody really want to see it. So I don't want my fighter to fight this guy. I don't need my fighter to fight this guy because his style is boring and all that stuff there. I told y'all that's what they're going to say, right? Guess what? I know them like I know these people like the back of my hand. This is exactly what they are saying right now. Devin Haney wins a unanimous decision victory over Jojo Diaz last night in Las Vegas, Nevada. The event was not sold out. Wasn't sold out at all. So Leonard Ellaby is going to throw that in Devin Haney's face and say, look here, man, you had a 15,000 seat venue and you sold less than 10,000 tickets. It was empty in there. That's what he's going to say. We're going to find out how full this fight is going to be with Isaac Cruz and Tank Davis later on tonight, right? Now, some critics of Haney said that the fight was a snooze fest. But the name of the game is get the victory, which Devin Haney did, right? Haney was peppering Diaz with lots of straight right hands to the body. Kept going to the body, typical Floyd Mayweather fashion. Jab, right jab to the body with some occasional clean left jabs and straight right hands, straight right hands right down to the head, right? Now, Jojo Diaz did have his moments in the fight, but he never could seem to get his distance, range, and timing, prepared in time pretty much during the fight. He wasn't able to gauge the distance well. He was able to cut the ring off, but he didn't know what to do a lot of times once he cut the ring off. So he had to rush in there. He threw some flurries, and he was getting caught with some uppercuts and some straight rights or some right hooks. But then he hurt Devin Haney a couple of times in that fight as well, right? Now, two judges scored the fight 117 to 111, and the third judge scored the fight 116 to 112, all in favor of Devin Haney. Everybody was in agreement about the fight. Right? Now, the question still remains, who is the best fighter at 135, right? Now, we know that Kambosos is the current unified French fries, undisputed WBC lightweight champion, but some people do not agree with that. Some people think that Kambosos is food for the other top guys, right? Some people believe that Devin Haney is the best. By the way, he is the WBC champion. He is the WBC champion, right? They have him on their website. I got to pull up this receipt that Mauricio Sulaiman as well. Some people believe that Devin Haney is the best. By the way, as I said before, he is the WBC champion. But wait a minute, I think I found the receipt, guys. I think I found the receipt that I was looking for. Let me make sure, guys. I think I found that receipt up. I'm sitting there talking, and I realized I might have found this receipt. And I didn't find it. The receipt is not up. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. We'll pull it up while we're on the show. Now, some people believe that Tank Davis and Vasily Lomachenko are the best lightweights in the division. Some people believe that. Hopefully, Haney and Kambosos can get together and make this fight happen as to bring a little bit more clarity to the lightweight division. And we can get that fight. We can bring some clarity as it relates to the author of confusion, Mauricio Sulaiman. Now, let me explain something to you guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Coach Malachi Williams is not here today. I am the good pastor, Reverend Abernathy. We're going to have some church today. We got some things we need to talk about. We got some things we're going to have to iron out as it relates to the purpose of this particular channel and dealing with our members of the congregation and dealing with the fanboys. We want to be able to save some of these, people of the sins of fanboyism. If you are suffering from the sins of fanboyism, you've come to the right place today. Normally we run the fanboys off the block, but today we're going to welcome him because maybe the word that's going to come from the boxing gods through me, maybe it will purify you of the sins of fanboyism. Now let's go ahead and do this one more again. Let me pull this up right here. That's what we want to do. We want to purify you from the sins of fanboyism. That's what we want to do, right? We want to do that. And if we can do that today, then I would say that we did our job. Right now, I'm pulling up some receipts right now. Pulling up some receipts. There's a receipt that was, oh, this is a good one right here. There's a receipt that was given by Blue Blood Sports TV, of all people. and of Mauricio Sulaiman. For all you people who like to hold on to what Mauricio Sulaiman say. And you're still going to hold on because some of you guys cap it for sanctioning bodies. I understand that you cap for sanctioning bodies. Never heard anything like this shit before in my life. Oh, forgive me today, Sunday. I didn't mean to curse, right? Never heard nothing like this before in my life. But that's neither here nor there. Let me go ahead and let me see if there's. I got 5 drafts right there. I didn't send that out. Here it go right here. Here it go right here. The 140 mark. The 140 mark. Now, I want you guys to listen. Blue Bloods did an excellent job. It wasn't even Blue Bloods. It was really another reporter asked this question. But I want you guys to hear this. I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear this very well. This is for you guys who's talking about this undisputed stuff, right? And then we're going to get into everything we need to get into about the 15 commandments from the holy book of the boxing gods that every member of the congregation of New Media Today USA Boxing must abide by. As a matter of fact, we're going to open up the phone lines as well. We're going to do this real quick. Give me about 20 minutes and it's going to be done. And we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines and talk about this fight last night. And we know we got a fight coming on tonight. Now, I told you guys, I gave you yesterday's news. I gave you today's news yesterday, right? And I'm going to give you tomorrow's news today. And I told you what was going to happen when Devin Haney beat the brakes off this boy. Now, he didn't really beat the brakes off of him, but he did win like 9-3. Some would say maybe even 8-4. But it was a wash. All 3 judges came to the same conclusion. I told you this, right? I did tell you this. Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and pull up old Mauricio or Mauricio. They like to call him Mauricio Sulaiman. Let's see. Mauricio Sulaiman. He find ways to. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Okay, this is. Let's go to the one. Bear with the old boy for a minute. Let's go to the we're gonna pull this up. The 120 mark. The 120 mark.
Kidding, entertaining.
So they're gonna ask your boy Mauricio. They're gonna ask him. I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. They're gonna ask Mauricio about the French fries belt, about being undisputed. About being undisputed. They're going to ask Mauricio about the undisputed title, right? It's undisputed. And I want you guys to hear this very well. You're not hearing it from me. You're going to hear it straight out of the horse's mouth, what he said. Go ahead, Mauricio. Break him off something.
The beauty of our sport with a great year we have had this year.
Did you hear the news of Teofimo Lopez today that said he had air in his lungs during the fight?
You know, I heard a few comments I don't know in detail.
Now, Mauricio Sulaiman is a politician. And politicians, they never answer the question. They run circles around the question. And when they answer you, they answer very ambiguously. They don't really, you can't really pin them down to one thing or 2 things. So this is how you know that Mauricio is lying. As I told you guys before, Mauricio cares nothing about whether you Mexican or black or whatever the case may be. Because for you ethnicity pushers who like to push this ethnicity stuff, Mauricio Sulaiman don't give a damn about that. Mauricio Sulaiman cares about one color, and that's green. The green that the belts provide his company from the sanctioning bodies. That's what Mauricio Sulaiman likes. And I told you this, right? And I got receipts on top of receipts. His father before him was like that, and Mauricio Sulaiman is like that today. The fruit don't fall far from the tree. Told you that. Now let's go ahead and continue.
I wish him prompt and successful recovery. He's a tremendous fighter. It was a tremendous fight, and I'm sure he will be back.
Mauricio, Teofimo was considered undisputed. Now you're saying, George is considered undisputed. Why is Devin Haney showing the WBC champion on the WBC website?
So he asked him, he said, Mauricio, and you said that Teofimo was undisputed, meaning there's no dispute. Canelo Alvarez, there's no dispute about him being undisputed. Josh Taylor, there's no dispute about him being undisputed. But they're saying that, hey, Mauricio, there's some kind of dispute, right? That's what they're saying. There's some kind of dispute. So let's get into this. And watch what Mauricio Sulaiman said. Then they asked him, why is Devin Haney the champion on your website if Teofimo was undisputed and now George Kambosos is allegedly undisputed? Listen to the answer.
WBC champion, the WBC introduced a new concept, and people don't care to.
Undisputed now, you're saying, you know, George is considered undisputed. Why is Devin Haney showing the WBC champion on the WBC website?
He is the WBC champion. The WBC introduced a new concept, and
Let's stop right there. Let's stop right there. They ask him, they say, hey, Mauricio, why is Devin Haney the WBC champion if Teofimo Lopez was undisputed? He said, Devin Haney is the WBC champion. And then he said the WBC is introducing a new concept. Let's stop right there. So for all you who like the capeth for your favorite fighter because he had the French fries belt, Mauricio Sulaiman said that they are introducing a new concept, meaning this some shit that really ain't supposed to be going on, but this some shit that we just came up with in order to get more sanctioning fees from these fighters. They introduced a new concept, which we already know that. So they're changing the rules as it goes along. And this is why the other sanctioning bodies and other boxing historians, they have not gotten on board with this new concept. Let's continue.
Don't care to analyze and to try to understand something. The reality is that the franchise designation has given
WBC champion on the WBC website.
He is the WBC champion. The WBC introduced a new concept, and people don't care to analyze and to try to understand something. The reality is that the franchise designation has given the lightweight division unbelievable activity with many, many great fights, and now it's all leading to Kambosos Haney to be a great showdown. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy for it.
But
now, watch this question about Blue. Blue don't let him off the hook. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He don't let him off the hook. Blue follows up excellently. He follows up excellently. And watch how Mauricio Sulaiman replies. He gets very irritated.
you would agree that it has caused confusion, the franchise.
It causes confusion. Of course, it causes confusion because it's a new concept, and everybody has resistance to change.
So you heard what Mauricio Sulaiman said. Blue said that you do understand why people saying that this causes confusion, because everyone is confused about who's the champion and who's not, who's supposed to be undisputed when you can't be undisputed with a French fries belt. That's a designation, a special designation. So Blue breaks this up. He said, yes, there is confusion, and Mauricio Sulaiman said he does understand that because people do not want to embrace new change. That's what he said.
The fact is, with many, many great fights, and now it's all leading to Kambosos Haney to be a great showdown. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy for it.
But you would agree that it has caused confusion, the franchise.
It causes confusion. Of course, it causes confusion because it's a new concept, and everybody has resistance to change. The fact is, we had Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos, Ryan Garcia Cambo, Haney Gamboa, Haney Linares. These tremendous fights. So I take that route. Great activity in the division. Everybody's happy.
Watch what he says. Now, I got something for you fanboys, because we're gonna read the 15 commandments of the holy book of the boxing gods in a minute. I got some nuclear warheads for you fanboys. I am the Pastor Reverend Abenaki. Coach Malachi Williams is not here today.
And we're seeing the best of the boxing division, which is the lightweight.
Yeah, because all the confusion came in is when you guys announced that George Kambosos was undisputed.
Please stop! What confusion?
Because if Canelo Alvarez, he considers himself the number 6.
I'm saying it over and over and over. Great activity, great championship fights. Let's stay with a great feeling. Why would we ruin with this?
Because we just need clarification of
thank you
for his story.
Do you have any other different topic or?
Hey, you notice he wanted to get away from the topic. He said, "You got any different topics? Let's get away from the confusion. Let's just talk about being happy right now." That goddamn Mauricio Sulaiman, boy. True. Mauricio don't start some shit, and then now when people pulling up on him, asking him direct questions, he wanna talk circles. And now the fanboys who like to deride from Mauricio Sulaiman, they like, there's no confusion, because my baby fighter, he was undisputed. I get it, fanboys. I got something for your fanboy ass. Shout out to Thomas Jones for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Salute pastor in the congregation. Let the church say amen. Amen. That's the truth. That's the truth. Not truth. Shout out to Ahmed for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We got over 115 people in here. We need at least 100 likes in order for me to open up the phone lines. We need at least 100 likes in order to open up the phone lines. So I'm going to need everybody to participate. This is your boy. This is the one who these dudes be capping for. You heard it out of his own mouth. That's the receipt right there. You heard about his own mouth. And then he asked Blue, he said, do you have any other questions besides that question? He felt very uncomfortable about that. He don't want to clear that up, right? And instead of him just coming out saying, look here, baby boy, what I did was I created another belt in order to get more sanctioning fees in order to make the company more money. If he would have just said that, everybody would have been like, oh, okay, we get what it is. But he's trying to make it seem like it's a noble thing when it's not. And this is why the other sanctioning bodies and everyone else, like the boxing historians, they're not recognizing the French fries belt. So anybody that had a French fries belt, they can say what they want to say out of their mouth. But in the record books, that the fighter who you saying is undisputed, his name is not going to be in those record books. Facts. I don't give a damn how you slice it, how you dice it. It is what it is. These are facts. Now, let's move on. Last night, we had a good show last night. Coach Malachi told me y'all had a good show last night. And what we're going to do is this here. We're going to talk about a message to you fanboys. Now, let's go ahead and put a little touch on. I got a message for you fanboys. Now, something for you fanboys. If you joined this community and you are over here, because if you thought that I was a fanboy of your favorite fighter, then you got me messed up. If you thought that I was a Heyman Knight, you got me effed up. I'm trying to keep from cursing today, y'all. If you thought that I was a PBC D-Rider, you got me messed up. If you thought that I was a Devin Haney fanboy, you got me messed up. If you thought that I was a budsexual, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a AJ fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Gypsy Queen fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Cinnabon fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Flomo or a Gay Weather, you got me messed up. If you thought that I was a Tia Female fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Pactard, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Tankhead fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a PBC fanboy, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a Wildette, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was an aerosexual, you got me effed up. If you thought that I was a fanboy of your favorite YouTube channel, you got me effed up. This here is not for fanboys. Now, if you are a fanboy and you want to get saved and you want me to deliver you from the disease of fanboyism, you come to the right place. Sundays is a good day for you, right? That's what we want to do. We want to focus on Sundays. Now, what we gonna do is this here. I need you to cut the music for me. Let them cut the, oh, y'all cut the music for me. Because I want these fanboys to hear me clearly. If you are a member and you want to become a member, now we running the fanboys off, that's good. Because some of them, they don't want to be delivered today. They do not want to hear the word from the boxing gods coming directly from the boxing gods through the great Reverend Abba Passer Rabba Abenaki, right? Now, This is what we're gonna do. Not now. Now, I got something for you, fanboys. If you want to continue to become a member of the New Media Today USA boxing family, church, you're gonna have to abide by these 15 commandments. And if you are a fanboy and you want to be reformed from the sins of fanboyism, you come to the right place. You're gonna have to abide by the 15 commandments. Now, I am the only YouTube channel. We have church on Sundays, right? Sundays. We have church on Sundays, and we are the only YouTube channel that have the 15 commandments that you must abide by in order to become a member of the congregation. Now, you can come as you are, but you can't stay that way, especially if you're a fanboy, because you must be transformed into the iniquity of loving the sport of boxing more than you love your particular fighter, promotional company, promoter, or whatever else you may love outside of the sport of boxing that has nothing to do with growing the sport of boxing. Let's continue. Let's do this. We're going to read the 15 commandments, but I realized I did not acknowledge everybody in the chat. So let's go ahead and do that, man. Let's go ahead and acknowledge who we're going to acknowledge, and let's get it in. Shout out to the Queen, Lady Shan. Shout out to Paul Evans and Ava. Shout out to the Queen, Little Green Eyes P. Shout out to Halim in the building. Shout out to the Queen, Lisa Bells. Shout out to Simon Belmont. What's happening, bruh? Shout out to Thomas Jones and Ahmed. What the lick read? Shout out to DC Nardo and my main man, Chick. Shout out to Rob Rib Shows and Javon Soto. Shout out to my brother Charlo. Charles, what's up with your baby? What's going on? And shout out to Billy Kidman as well. Shout out to AV Sounds and the boys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, because we're going to open up the phone lines, but we're going to need to get them likes over 100. The only way the phone lines is going to open, the likes got to be over 100. Let's get it in. Now, let's keep going. Shout out to Rod Rib Shows. Shout out to who else we got in the building. We got Danny. Danny, what's going on? What's going on, homie? Shout out to the Queen, Karma Serene. Shout out to my main man. Who else we got in the building, man? Yeah, Harleen from the UK. What's going on, Harleen? Shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to Pair of Dice. What's going on, Pair of Dice? Shout out to, listen, we might have some fanboys here today. So this is their opportunity to get saved. We're going to try to save as many as we can today. That's what we're going to try to do, right? Now, shout out to KRLB. Shout out to Jams. Shout out to King KO. King KO say Mauricio is confused himself. Yes, he is. Well, he's not really confused. He just coming with the flim flam. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta in the building. Shout out to Jimmy John's. Is that Jimmy John's Pizza? Shout out to Ahmed once again. Shout out to Reese Mack. What's happening, bro? Shout out to who else we have in the building? We have Batman Boxing Talk. What the lick read? The coaches left the building. The coaches, he's on vacation right now. He takes Sundays off. And the Reverend and the good pastor, Reverend Abernathy, is here today. As you can see, the host, Reverend Abernathy, I'm here today. I'm filling in for the coach. And we're having church Sundays, and we are going to deliver with some fanboys from the sins of fanboyism. That's what we're going to do today. Shout out to Jam. Shout out to Bruce Gold. Shout out to Graham Taylor. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Jamar Stafford. What the lick read? Shout out to David Gonzalez. Shout out to King KO. Shout out to Teach. Shout out to my brother Wayne Love Peacock. Shout out to let's see who we have in the building. Shout out to Reese Mack. Shout out to I don't know what this dude have an avatar of some monkeys. So I guess see, hear, speak. No speak. I don't know what that is. Shout out to Jay Vike. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to Mexican Silverback. He says you're trying to imitate Mexican coach. I tell you what, Mexican Silverback. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I'm trying to imitate Mexicans. If you get offended by anything that I say, Mexican Silverback, take your Mexican Silverback ass back to where you came from. I mean that. I hate fanboys and I hate sensitive ass, always want to try to make everything's racist ass niggas. If you the type of nigga that I'm talking about, get the fuck off the block. Take your silverback ass back to where you came from. Essay. Now, shout out to let's see. These fanboys make me sick. Shout out to G Garcia. Shout out to my main man Hector Garcia. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes P the Queen. Shout out to Jeff Lucietta, Victor Torres. Shout out to Reese Mack. Shout out to G Garcia. Shout out to Valiant. Shout out to Randy Gonzalez. Shout out to Kendall. Shout out to my main man Jawan. Let's see. Shout out to 1-900 Hustler. Shout out to Dardanelle. Shout out to Will Sargenson. Shout out to Ray B. Shout out to who else we got in the building, man. Shout out to Box Fans. Shout out to Tupac 13. Shout out to J Mine. Shout out to JBN Boxing News. Shout out to who else we have in the building. Shout out to Chick in the building. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Jamie Nieto. Shout out to, let's get into this, man. I need to help him get into this. Cause you know, I already done seen one sucker talk. I already seen one sucker. We finna go ahead and either run his ass off the block or his ass gonna get reformed. Either way it go, don't make us know, never mind. We are growing without them. Remember that. Shout out to Arthur Hawkins. Shout out to and I hope I ran his bitch ass off the block. Now, let's keep going. In the holy book of the boxing gods, we came up with 15 commandments last night. Shout out to a pimp named M. Dot. We came up with 15 commandments last night. You know, we came up with 15 commandments last night. Shout out to Ahmed for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, super, I appreciate that, fam. One thing we hate race hustlers. We hate people who try to come around and try to make shit about ethnicities and get overly sensitive. We don't like those kinds over here. They can take their ass right back the way they came from. We don't give a damn about them. And I hope you block yourself. Please block yourself, sir. Don't never come back. We don't want your bitch ass over here. And I hope that I offended you so much that you never come back and you just go around the other atmospheres and talk about how much you hate the congregation. I ain't got no problem with that. I don't give one thing about Coach Malachi Williams and what he bestowed upon Coach Reverend Abernathy. What we don't care about over here, we don't give a damn if you Mexican. We don't give a damn if you African American. We don't give a damn if you are African. We don't care if you are Dominican, Puerto Rican, European. It doesn't matter where you from, the islands, Asians. We don't care which one you is. If your ass is a fanboy, we don't give a damn about you. If you are an Asian fanboy, take your Asian ass back to where you came from. If you are a Mexican fanboy, take your Mexican ass back to where you came from. If you are a Black American fanboy, take your Black American ass back to where you came from. If you are a white fanboy, take your white ass right back to where you came from. If you are any Latino or Asian or European fanboy, take your European ass back to where you came from. We do not discriminate. We do not like fanboys, no matter what your race is, ethnicity is, color is, nationality is. We don't like them. But today we're going to try to reform them. Commandment number 1 out of the holy book of the boxing gods. Thou shalt not picketh of the cherries if you are an elite fighter. That's commandment number 1. If you want to become a member of the congregation of the New Media Today USA Boxing Church, you're going to have to know these commandments. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not picketh of the cherries if you are an elite fighter. So if you are a fan of a fighter that likes to pick cherries, you're going to have to, try to temper down with a lot of the rhetoric that you're speaking online. Commandment number 2, thou shalt not fanboyeth for a fighter. If you are a fanboy, If you let's go back. If you are a Hamanite fanboy, if you are a PBC fanboy, if you are a Bud Sexual fanboy, a Devin Haney fanboy, a AJ fanboy, if you are a Gypsy Queen fanboy, if you are a Cinnabon fanboy, if you are a Flomo fanboy or a Gayweather fanboy, if you are a T.O. female fanboy, if you are a Pactard fanboy, if you are a Tankhead fanboy, if you are a PBC fanboy or a PBC D-Rider, we don't want you over here. If you are a Wildette fanboy, if you are a aerosexual fanboy, if you are a fanboy of a favorite YouTube channel, guess what? This message is for you. So that let's go back and look at it. That second commandment is for you fanboys. Doesn't matter, we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate, right? We show no discrimination over here. We give two fucks equally to everybody, every race, every nationality. Doesn't matter to us. We don't give a damn over here. Now, let's continue. Thou shalt not derideth for a promotional company or promoter. That's commandment number 3. Thou shalt not derideth for a promotional company or a promoter. Oh, PBC, call Al, big fish, PBC, the best thing smoking. We do not deride for promotional companies or promoters or managers of that order as well, managers as well. Commandment number 4, thou shalt not capeth for a particular fighter, promoter, or promotional company. Commandment number 4 of the 5th out of the 15 commandments of the holy book of the boxing gods. Commandment number 4 is thou shalt not capeth for a particular fighter, promotional company, or promoter. We see a lot of that going on today on these YouTube streets. And we trying to purify, we trying to cleanse you fanboys of the sins of fanboyism. We're going to offend some are going to leave. That's fine. We don't give a damn about them. We don't want them over here, to be fair, right? Care nothing about your feelings. We care nothing about your feelings. Let's continue. Now, commandment number 5, thou shalt not be a fanager of any fighter. Commandment number 6, thou shalt not be a promoter of any fighter. Commandment number 7, thou shalt not pocket watcheth a fighter's money. You always hear these niggas talking about, yeah, you know, my fighter make more money and my fighter got this and my fighter got that. Listen, thou shalt not pocket watcheth a fighter's money. That's commandment number 7. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the like button. We got to get over 100 likes. We got 158 people here. We need over 100 likes in order for us to open up them phone lines, okay? Okay. Now, that's commandment number 7. Commandment number 8 from the great pastor, Reverend Abernathy. Commandment number 8, thou shalt not talketh boxing without facts. If your ass coming with your feelings and your emotions and you ain't coming with facts, you shall not be permitted to talk about boxing. This is the 8th commandment out of the 15 commandments of the holy book of the boxing gods. Let's go on down. Going on down to commandment number 9. Commandment number 9, thou shalt not get too emotionally invested in a particular fighter. If you do that, that will make you a what? A fanboy. And if you get too emotionally invested into a fighter, that would make you a emotional, an extreme fanboy. You can tell an extreme fanboy because they get offended about everything and they go to threatening you and saying all kind of stuff, talking looking every which way and rubbernecking and all of that stuff there. But let's continue. Now, commandment number 10, thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking. Let's stop right there. Now, I want to address that. Commandment number 10 is a good commandment because I see a lot of this going on online. For all you fanboys, thou shalt not criticize a fighter for cherry picking when your favorite fighter is cherry picking. The irony in that, the hypocrisy. If you didn't have a double standard, you wouldn't have a standard at all. That's all I got to say. If you didn't have a double standard, you wouldn't have a standard at all. Commandment number 11, thou shalt not ducketh. We don't do no ducking. You see what I'm saying? We don't want our fighters to do no ducking. We want them to fight. Now, if we want the top fighters fighting the top fighters, thou shalt not ducketh. We don't do that over here, right? Commandment number 12, thou shalt not speaketh of back end money. I don't want to hear nothing about, yeah, the PBC. See, they get a whole bunch of money on the back end. You know, he got 2 million on record or 1.5 on record, but on the back end, he got like $15, $20 million over there. How do you know, sir? He don't know shit. Just making up stuff. We don't talk about thou shalt not speaketh of back end money. That's commandment number 12. Commandment number 13. Thou shalt not tweeteth, shitteth on Twitter for your favorite fighter. Let's stop right there. There's a whole lot of tweeting and going on and gang banging and fighting in all caps on Twitter. The commandment number 13, I think all fighters and all fanboys should take heed to this particular commandment as well. The commandment number 13, thou shalt not tweeteth, shitteth on Twitter for your favorite fighter. We don't do that over there. We don't do that over there. Commandment number 14, thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. Commandment number 14 is pretty important because you see a lot of that coming from the fanboys. That commandment number 14, thou shalt not threaten people on YouTube if they disagree with you. Right? And commandment number 15, the last commandment, and these commandments can be amended. We can go ahead and add stuff as well as they come along if we see that it's important to the growth of the congregation in the word of the boxing gods. Commandment number 15, thou shalt not speaketh of undisputed if your favorite fighter has the French fries belt. We're going to stop right there. Commandment number 15, thou shalt not speaketh of undisputed if your favorite fighter has the French fries belts. I don't care. I just played you a clip of what Mauricio Sulaiman said, and he couldn't even clarify it. He's confused. Well, he's not confused. He knows what he's doing. He wanted to run away from it. Right? So it is what it is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. We got under 100 likes. Before I open up this phone line, we got to get over 100 likes. So here we go. So Devin Haney, he's gonna, he's the next guy. He won last night. He beat Jojo Diaz. And everything that they are saying now is what I told you that they was going to say Friday. You see what I'm saying? So now, if you're a fanboy, you want to be delivered from the sins of fanboyism, this is the right place for you. But I'm going to tell you something. When you come over here to the Church of New Media Today USA Boxing, what we do over here is we don't take no shit from no fanboys. We care nothing about your emotions, and we are quick to run your ass off the block. We do that over here because we hate the fanboys so damn much. But today we make an exception for the fanboys so they can come over here. This is the day that you can become cleansed of your fanboyism. So now we are the only boxing community that have 15 commandments from the holy book of the boxing gods. We the only boxing community. And if you want to stay a member of the congregation, you're going to have to live by these 15 commandments. We're going to have to live by these 15 commandments. That's it. That's the requirement. That's the requirement. You know what I mean? Our boxing community is different from a lot of other ones. Let's go ahead and go straight to the chat. Let's see what the people in the chat are talking about. Let's see. F Society says, who's ready for Pitbull to get KO tonight? Yeah, he getting knocked out tonight. He getting knocked out tonight. All of those people who betted money on Jojo Diaz last night, hey man, hey man, the odds makers was right. Everyone knew how it was going to go down. He said fraud, gay weather. Okay. Tony Kelly say, thou shalt not bring his pets to the ringers. Yeah, what's the name, boy? What the dude named Love last night? Love brought his dog. He brought his dog to the ring last night. Shocked the hell out of me. Like, what is it with this dude and this dog? Like, the dog sitting there watching him fight. He in the ring. He's holding the dog first. His daughter walks up to him on the side of his leg, and then he picks her up. And then when they want to raise his hand, he had to put his daughter down so they could raise his hand, but he still was holding on to the dog. I don't get that. Love is a good fighter, though. He kind of reminds me a lot of Adrian Broner, though. He's from Ohio, like Adrian Broner. I think Adrian Broner is from Cincinnati, so, and I think he's from Cleveland. So both of them are from Ohio. Kelly Boxer say, Coach, you are a Trevor Bryan fanboy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I ain't a fanboy, no fighter. I just be joking about the Trevor Bryan stuff. He said blood stuck in there against Sulaiman and was fortunate to ask 5 or 6 questions. Respect for once only. Yeah, shout out to Blue Bloods. He did a really good job. He went straight for the juggler. He had Sulaiman running. Sulaiman was kicking rocks. He didn't want no parts of that. He didn't want no parts of that. You see what I'm saying? Didn't want to answer the question. Lady saying, email me the commandments, please. Yes, I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you. Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a PDF and we're gonna send it to all of the members so everyone can know these are the 15 commandments. Before you become a member of the congregation, you have to, this is what we live by over here. This is what we live by. We don't, so that's it. We the only community that has their own 15 commandments. Loke says, I wasn't impressed. I would have brought my lion. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Jules Bandana says, dude couldn't even make weight. What a clown. Well, he couldn't make weight. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I heard he missed weight by 4 pounds. Will says, he said, Coach, we still on for our bet tonight? Yeah, we still on for the bet. We don't duck no bets. I think we got, I have it. I think we have a $10 bet or a $15 bet, something like that. I only betted 2 people. That's it. So we only betted 2 people. That's all we did. We still on. We on like Donkey Kong. We are on like Donkey Kong. He said, Coach, what about the fanboys and referees? To be fair, I don't know any fans or referees, but if there are fanboys or referees, but if there are, then it is what it is. We don't deal with the fanboys. We don't deal with the fanboys. Paradise says, dog can't be that bad. We let T.O. bring his hoodlum dad. Let's see. Who else said something? Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene. Hey, okay. She said he was practically a welterweight. Yes, he was practically a welterweight. Yes, he was. He was practically a welterweight. Yes, he was. And let me see what we got here. All right. We need 10 more likes, guys. 10 more likes, and we'll be good to go. 10 more likes, we'll open up the phone lines. Let's see. Make it 16. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna add to the commandments. You see what I'm saying? The commandments, we're gonna continue to add to them as things evolve over time. You see, we're gonna have to, because these fanboys are getting very creative, and they want to come. Some of them want to come over here and try to spit, and then some of the racists want to try to come over here as well. We weed them out as well. We weed them out as well. We don't play. We don't do none of that shit over here. We weed them out. That's what we do, right? We weed them out, and we make them get off the goddamn block. I am the truth teller. I care nothing about what clique you with. Is it me, or did Haney last 2 fights make anyone else think of American? I'm starting to think Haney is chinny. But this is the problem. How is Devin Haney chinny when he hasn't been dropped? I don't understand what chinny is. What is chinny? Because people say chinny. The man ain't never been dropped. Teofimo Lopez got dropped, so that means he's chinny, right? I guess what's chinny? Any fighter that get dropped or any fighter that get hurt? Every fighter gets hurt. Every fighter. So what is chinny? The man never been dropped before. You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, what is chinny? Right? I don't get that. He said, "What time is the fight tonight, Coach?" I have no idea, my brother. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. Jules Bandana said he's a good prospect, though. He needs more discipline. Yes, he does. He needs more discipline. His style reminds me a lot of Adrian Broner. Arthur Hawkins said, "Coach, I have nothing against dogs, but when they raise your hand because you want to fight, You raise your daughter with you, not your dog. Yeah. That's what Lisa Bales is talking about. That's what Lisa Bales is talking about. Lil Green Eyes P say he ain't got a glass chin. So basically, all right, if Devin Haney is chinny, then Teofimo Lopez is definitely chinny. He got dropped. Lomachenko got dropped. He chinny then. Muhammad Ali was chinny. He got dropped, right? Marvin Hagler got dropped before. So I don't, Deontay Wilder, he chinny. He got knocked out twice. Got dropped multiple times in the second fight and in the first fight. So he chinny. Tyson Fury got dropped. He chinny. So I'm trying to figure out like this chinny, so I guess anyone who gets hurt in a fight, they chinny, okay. George Foreman got dropped. He chinny, right? Anthony Joshua got dropped before. So I mean, what the man never got dropped. I don't understand. Ryan Garcia got dropped. He chinny. Ryan Garcia got dropped to a non-puncher. T.O. been dropped twice. Devin never been dropped, but he chinny. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I'm trying to figure that. I'm trying to figure out what the definition of chinny is. Like the guys who saying Devin Haney is chinny, like where does that, like, explain to me. Explain to me. Paradise said Haney making good fighters average. Jojo made Haney's legs shake a few times, and Jojo's not a puncher. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's chinny. That means he just got hurt in the fight. Jojo Diaz been dropped before, right? Is he chinny? I think everybody has different interpretations of what chinny is. He said no, it means weak chin when take a punch. Okay, well, if chinny means weak chin when take a punch, so if a fighter does not get dropped when he gets hit, but he gets hurt, what do you say about the fighter who gets dropped when he gets hit? Shout out to the Queen Kelly Elliott.
Hey, okay.
If that's a goddamn case, every fighter in boxing is chinny. According to these standards, every fighter in boxing is chinny. According to these standards, every fighter that's ever boxed is chinny then. Haney has never been on the canvas, and the boy that test. I'm just saying everybody's chinny then. He's not chinny, he's suspect. But if he keeps boxing very good the way he does, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Jules Bandana said Ryan is chinny as hell. Okay. He said weak chin, aka can't take a punch. Amir Khan has been called glass chin in the UK. Yeah, we know Amir Khan can't take a punch. When he get hit, he go to sleep. And he gets dropped. Kelly Ellie says that the Queen, Kelly Ellie says Haney versus Cam 2022. DNTO shaking my head. I don't know about that. Jawan says Jojo never been dropped. You know what? I'm getting Jojo Diaz confused with Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez been dropped before. He says, Coach Devin Haney put on a great offensive performance. He needs to put on defense on getting hit with too many left hands. But listen, you can't take anything away from Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz is a Olympian. Jojo Diaz has way more experience than Devin Haney. So it is what it is. He has way more experience than Devin Haney. So in a fight, guys, you're not going to not get hit. In the sport of boxing, everybody gets hit. Floyd Mayweather got hurt in the fight before against Marcos Maidana, against several fighters. He's chinny. According to you guys' narrative, standard of what chinny is, right? Anybody that gets hurt is chinny. Anybody that gets dropped is chinny then, right? JBN say Devin can take a punch. He ain't chinny. He say breaking news, most fighters get hurt when fighting other top fighters. Exactly. Man ain't never got dropped, but he chinny. But their favorite fighter got dropped, and he's not chinny. And so I see the narrative. I see what's going on. I get it. I'm just saying let's keep this. All I'm saying is this. Let's keep that same energy for all fighters then. Let's keep that same energy for all fighters. All of them. Jojo got hurt last night with Devin Haney. In some rounds, he got hurt. He had to get the hell up out of there, especially when that right uppercut hit him. You know what I mean? So it happens. Fighters get hurt in boxing. How you can take a punch. And some fighters can take a punch a little bit more than others. All it takes is 7 pounds of pressure anyways. All it takes is 7 pounds of pressure to knock a person out. Mayweather versus Mosley, Chinny. Yeah, Mayweather got hurt in that fight. Did not hit the ground. Did not hit the mat one time, recovered. Yeah. This guy here, he said, how can I be racist, coach? I never said you was racist. Never said you was racist. But when you say slick shit, I say slick shit right back. That's all. That's how we roll over here. When you say like, you know, in your window stuff and trying to insinuate shit, we don't do that over here. Cause I get enough fanboys who come over here, these ethnicity pushes and all that shit. Yeah, we don't do that over here. Again, if you got offended by what I said, hey, this might not be the spot for you, bro. That's all I got to say. It wasn't meant like that. You know, I'm just a lack of defense on the later rounds. I suspect ain't no narrative. I like Haney. Yeah, I'm just saying whoever's pushing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm calling it the way I see it. You know what I mean? You know, you don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. You know, I'm just calling it the way I see it. It's subjective to me. Facts. But they say he got pillow hands. He hurt Diaz more than Diaz hurt him. Diaz got hurt in that fight. We watched the whole fight last night all the way into the morning, and we scored it. We scored it 9 rounds to 3, Devin Haney. I think I had it 10-2, maybe 9 rounds to 3. I had it 9 rounds to 3, Devin Haney. About 9 rounds to 3, Devin Haney. That's how I had it. Kelly Ellie says Haney got more skills than just wait for a counter. KO. Them body shots, them body punches. Now, I told y'all what they gonna say. They gonna say his style was boring. He got pillow fizz. He's shinny. This is proof that he can't fight those other top fighters. Okay, are we gonna see him? Do you want to see him fight your favorite fighter in the 135 division? No. He don't deserve that fight. He don't deserve that fight. That's what they gonna say. I told you guys Friday what they was gonna say. I told you. I gave you yesterday's news today. You know what I mean? I gave you I gave you tomorrow's news today. Sorry about that. That's what I meant to say. I told you what was gonna happen. And I'm not even a diehard fan of Devin Haney, to be honest with you. He's a good fighter, you know, and I don't have no emotional attachment to Devin Haney. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to take away from what he's done. He beat Jorge Linares and he beat Jojo Diaz, 2 really good fighters. You got to give him credit. Period. He ain't got no Floyd. What you say? He ain't no Floyd. He got too many defensive flaws, but he's a good boxer. And it's going to take a lot to beat him. Yeah. No, he ain't no Floyd. Ain't nobody no Floyd. Killy Boxer said 117, 111 on the cards. Haney never got hit much and was never in trouble. Yeah, he was in trouble a couple times. Killy Boxing. He was in trouble a couple times. But what I'm saying, Jojo Diaz couldn't make the adjustments. And Jojo wouldn't let his hands go. Jojo wouldn't let his hands go. He wouldn't let his hands go at all. Them uppercuts was breaking Jojo off. Hold on, let me open up the phone lines. All right, we got 114 likes. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the like button. Let me go ahead and open up the phone lines. April Lynch says, Coach, it's Sunday. Car ain't got no roof. Nah, the Pastor Reverend Abenaki is here today. We ain't playing today. We don't play. We got 15 commandments that we just read of the book, from the book of the holy book of the boxing gods, and you're gonna have to try to abide by these commandments, because we don't do no D-riding over here. You know, we don't do no picket, we don't do none of that. We don't fanboyeth, we don't capeth, we're not fanagers for motors, we don't pocket watcheth, we don't talk about boxing without facts. It's a lot of things in these commandments that if you apply to your everyday life, it will help you become a better fan of the sport of boxing and rid you of the disease, the sickness, the illness of fanboyism. Yes, it will. It would do that. Shout out to Matt Cedillo for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Haney versus Kambosos would be a great battle of the lead hand. Got Devin. Yeah, and Devin is going to have to fight him in Australia, which is fine. which is fine. He needs to because George Kambosos is that guy right now, and George Kambosos want to get his bag. He want to get the bag, and ain't nothing wrong with him getting the bag. Fight him over there in Australia. Fight him over there in Australia, right? He's a young man. He still ain't in his prime. Look good though, Yeah, but this is the thing, though, Danny. He's beating guys who has way more experience than him. The last 2 fights, whether you like him or not, he's winning. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Jules Bandana said that reach and speed held JoJo back. Yeah, JoJo wouldn't let his hands go. If you look at, as a matter of fact, let's look at the punch stats, guys. I'm finna open up the phone lines right now. I'm fixing to open up the phone lines right now. Let's look at the punch stats. Let's look at the punch stats. Jojo Diaz threw less than 100. I think he landed less than 100 punches. Hold on, guys. Let's look at this. So you're gonna have to explain to me why Jojo Diaz stats was looking like this against Compu. Let's look at the Compu box, right? Here we go, right here. Total body punches. Let's see. Here we go, right here, guys. Let me blow it up a little bit bigger for you. I was expecting JoJo to really put on sorry about that. I was really expecting JoJo. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let's pull this up. It says this is the Compu box, right? Talks about how many punches was landed each round, as you can see. First round, Haney landed 13. Jojo Diaz landed 11. This fight was a lot closer than I thought it was. Talk about total punches, jabs thrown, jabs landed. Jojo Diaz wasn't throwing his jab a lot. No, Devin Haney wasn't throwing his jabs a lot. Haney was throwing a lot of hooks and stuff. Punches landed, power punches landed, thrown. Devin Haney was landing a little bit more power punches than Jojo Diaz. I think Jojo Diaz was waiting a lot as well. Final punch stats show that Devin Haney landed 164 punches. He threw 164, 614? 614. 164 total punches. These are the final punch stats. Diaz did 140. Jabs to the body. That's all Devin Haney was doing. Devin Haney edged out Jojo Diaz 164 to 140. Total punch stats, and 154 to 113 in power punches. So he clearly threw more power punches than Jojo Diaz. 71 of Haney's 164 landed punches were body shots. As we can see, he kept going to the body, straight right to the body. That's classic Floyd Mayweather. Haney landed 154 and threw 403 punches, a career high in power punches, versus Jojo Diaz, who landed 113 punches and threw 397 punches, the most power punches by a Haney opponent. So both of them threw more power punches than they have ever thrown against any other opponent. Both of them have done that. And as you can see, the judges had it 117, 111. 2 judges had it that way. And another judge had it 116 to 112. So, it is what it is. This is CompuBox, right? This is CompuBox. This is what the CompuBox says. Let me go ahead and put the phone. Let's go ahead and open up the phone lines. That's the CompuBox, guys. Let's open up the phone lines. So we're going to see what's up, man. We're going to see what's up. I just don't understand. He said, damn, those are low numbers for JoJo. Yeah, JoJo couldn't get the distance. He said it in the post-fight conference. He couldn't get the distance in the range. That's what was giving them problems. He said Tank not fighting Shakur or Haney unless the money is right, but that's definitely a conflict of interest. No, Tank ain't doing none of that. Floyd Mayweather already done told you that Tank is only fighting in-house fights. So you ain't got to worry about that. Tank is only fighting in-house fights. He said, what was the attendance for that fight? That's a good question. Let's look that up. What was the attendance for that fight? It didn't look like it. I'm not going to lie, boy. It did not look like it was a lot of people there. It did not look like it was a lot of people there, man, at all. Let's see. Haney. Yes. It didn't look like it was a lot of people there, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. It looked damn near empty. Let's see. I don't know what the attendance. Let's see. I don't know what the attendance was. What was the attendance? I don't know. Let's see. Jojo Diaz, and they got Montana Love. Montana Love looked pretty good. What was the attendance? Let's see what was the attendance last night. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this. Hold on, guys. Let me do this. Because if they don't tell us who's in there, I'm looking down at this right here. We don't see what was in the tent. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like when Montana Love was fighting, but it looked real empty out there, bro. Never mind. Let me hit somebody right quick. Let me hit somebody right quick while we're on the phone. Who was there? Hold on, guys. We're gonna find out. Hold on, guys. All right, we waiting on that to come back. I want to try to get some more accurate numbers because I don't see anything over here. As a matter of fact, the phone lines is open. Hold on. Phone lines is open. 530-494-9636. We got the likes that we needed. We got if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. It wasn't a lot of people there. So I'm gonna tell you the politics we're gonna get. Leonard is gonna say you can't put butts in seats. You had a 15,000 seat venue. You only did like 4,000 or 5,000. That's what Leonard is gonna say. That the fight ain't happening with Devin Haney. Listen, Tank Davis ain't fighting nobody outside of PBC. You know, unless he might work with Manny Pacquiao promotions, but that ain't gonna happen. He told us that. So I'm not even mad no more. I respect the fact that he was honest with us. But Devin Haney, he said more than a Hulu's arena. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. Paradise said it was a good crowd. Yeah, I was looking at it though. Paradise in the co-main event. I was looking at it, and it was a lot of empty seats out there. So I don't know. I just want to find out what was sold. We just want to find out what was sold. Phone line, damn, I didn't know I turned the camera off. Phone lines are open. Anybody want to call in, call in. What do you think that's next for Devin Haney? What do you think? Do you think the George Kambosos fight is going to happen? Do you think that some of the backlash that I've been seeing, as a matter of fact, let's go online and look at some of this backlash. Let's go online. Let's go on the Chitlin circuit. Let me type in Devin Haney. I typed that in. And all right, guys, we got a call coming in. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
The name's Gotti from Chicago.
Gotti from the Shy. What's up, baby? You called this week.
Yeah, we talked about the Timo.
Yeah, man. Gotti from the Shy. What's going on, fam?
Man. What's going on with you, brother, man? Just enjoying your show, man, like always, brother. But dude, I'm so tired of everyone though. As soon as somebody wins, this got some type of leverage or a chip, you know, to them. Right. They always want to go, is this the best at this weight? 135 is Haney. You know, it's too many people to say that, I think, and I think people are gripping to this Haney. I'm a fan of him, but I'm big on him. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought it was a draw actually, but I didn't think Haney won it by that much at all. I thought it was off. I mean, what do you think, honestly? Honestly, I didn't catch what you said right away. Honestly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched the fight last night, and I'm gonna tell you how I watched it. We went live last night, and I had the volume off. I did not have the volume on at all. I had the volume off, so I just went by just observing. And I have my pad right here, and I was just keeping score. And the crazy part about it is I gave Diaz the 4th round. I think I gave him the 9th round. The 4th and the 7th round. And he might have won one more round after that, and that was it. He wasn't really letting his hands go. He was doing a lot of waiting. And that's what I had. I mean, that's, to be honest with you, that's what I had. That's what I had. So.
I don't think to say that Haney would be the best at 135, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think he has knockout power. Yeah, he's slick like a float.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying Haney is the best at 135. I had a question.
No, I know that. I'm saying for the people though that are going to be, the Haney fans, just like when Deontay was at heavyweight dropping everyone, I knew Fury was going to whoop him. Yeah. But everyone wants to say Wilder's the best heavyweight and all. That's just absurd. I mean, even going for the first time. That's another subject though. But like I'm saying, just off the title of your thing was Haney, is he the best now at 135? People are going to go off and run with that. I just don't think he's anywhere close to being the best at 135. This is my opinion. I want to state that, and I thought it was closer to being a draw. My criteria. Okay, I got the numbers. They didn't open up the upper levels. I got the numbers of who estimate of how many people showed up for the fight. My criteria. Oh, you got that?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now. But hold on. My criteria to see who is the best in any weight division. The top fighters have to fight each other. That's my criteria.
Exactly.
My criteria is very simple. It's old school and it's simplistic in nature. When you tell me that your fighter is the best in this division or that division, I'm like, okay, but did he fight the other champion? If the answer is no, we can't say he's the best in that division. Did he fight the other top guys in the division? If the answer is no, we cannot say that your fighter is the best in that division. Now, the only way we are going to know the fighter who you say is the best is going to have to fight the other champions and he's going to have to fight the other top guys. If he beats those guys, then guess what? He cleared all doubt. You know what? This guy's the best in the division. How do we know? Because we have proof now. Because he fought this guy, that guy, and he beat him. That's the only way to know. So that's
you're right, man. You're right. Totally. That's spoken. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope though that I already know it's going to be Kambosos versus Haney now. I know they're going to get that going on, and I just feel for some reason though, and I just got done saying I'm a Kambosos fan. I knew he was going to beat Tio. I knew it.
Yeah.
But I think when they fight, I feel like he's going to lose. I do. Yeah. I don't know why. I hope not. I pray to God he doesn't. I want to ask you one last question. I'll let you go off and talk to the other callers, man. Wish you blessings, you and your family and all that. But
yes,
who did they make that fight? Are they going to, or did they would or do you know what's happening with the heavyweight division with what's going on with Usyk and Fury? Or Anthony? Yeah. I mean, is he taking a step aside or what?
Yeah, I know exactly what's going on. Anthony Joshua is he opted in for his rematch clause, and Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk will be fighting next year. All that other stuff is just.
Nah, he said that.
Huh?
He said that he took. I was telling my brother. He said he heard you talking. So he took the fight. So yeah, Fury, Usyk's fighting Anthony, right?
Yep, Usyk's fighting Anthony Joshua.
He's gonna whoop his ass again.
Yeah, Usyk's fighting Anthony Joshua.
And Wilder got the guy who, what's his name? I can't believe I forget his name.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Wilder. To be honest with you, I have no idea what's going on.
All right, man. Let me get you off the line, handle your business, brother. But man, blessings to you, man. Love your channel, man. Like I said, I'll be calling you next time next fight go off so we can bullshit again. All right, brother. Stay up.
Sir.
Have a blessed day.
Yeah, shout out to Gotti, man, for calling in, man. Hold on, sorry. Yes, sir. Yeah, Gotti. I don't know what's going on with Wilder. I know he's suspended, so he can't fight anymore. So he ain't fighting right now. So I'm not even, I ain't even thinking about Wilder. When he come back then, but right now, our phone lines are open. So I did get a text. Shout out to Steve Kelly. I did get a text. There was an estimated 5,000 people at the fight last night, and they did not open the upper levels. Let's see. What did the venue hold? They did not open the upper levels. So Devin Haney fought. He headlined a fight, and he only had 5,000 people there. So, wow. From a sales standpoint, he's not going to get any leverage at the gate. He's not going to get any leverage at the gate. I'm going to tell you right now, anything dealing with negotiations, this is how they're going to play Devin Haney. Look, kid, you're not a star. you had a fight, you was the headliner of the fight, and you only had 5,000 people show up in maybe a 15,000 seat venue. That's what they're going to say. That's what they're going to say. That's going to be the leverage. That's what they're going to say. And they're going to look at the numbers. That's what they're going to say. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's Al Ramos.
Al, what's going on, fam?
Hey, listen, Coach. This lightweight division's got me going crazy. But here's my take on it. Again, this is just my opinion here. After last night, I thought Kambosos was looking to see what Haney can do, and I don't think he was impressed. In my opinion, I think he's looking for that big money fight, and probably the only lightweight out there will be Tank. Now, to bring Tank to Australia would be a big task to do because, Floyd probably protecting him as well. But I think that's probably the biggest money fight that he's looking for, and he'll probably get big money for a Tank in Australia fight. I don't think that Haney can draw anybody,
Let me ask you a question, Al. Let me ask you a question. Because I hear people say that Tank Davis is the big money fight. Can you name me one fighter that's made big money fighting Tank Davis?
No, because Tank has always been the A side.
You see what I'm saying? So Mario Barrios fought Tank Davis. He got paid $500,000 to fight Tank Davis. Pitbull Cruz, it's rumored that he's only getting paid $300,000 or $400,000 to fight Tank Davis. So no one is making life-changing money to fight Tank Davis. The only fighters who pay fighters life-changing, career-changing money when they fight him is Anthony Joshua and Canelo Alvarez. When you fight Canelo, you're going to make a lot of money, life-changing money. When you fight Tank, no one is making no money fighting Tank. So how is he the biggest? I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure that out.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But here's my take. I think any promotional company that takes on that fight knows that there's going to be eyes on that fight. So there'll be money for both fighters to be made in that fight. Right. Again, I just don't see Kambosos looking to, give Haney a shot when he can't draw more than 5,000 people, on a fight that he's headlining.
But this is the thing, though. If they go to Australia, which Kambosos did say that his next fight is going to be in Australia, guess what? The Aussies are going to support Kambosos, and I think that you can market that fight, Haney versus Kambosos in Australia, to clear up, to find out who the real undisputed champion is, or whatever, however you want to market it. That would make sense to me if they fight in Australia. Now, if they're fighting in America, I totally agree with you. Devin Haney is not a draw. He's not a draw at all.
And you know what? Here's another thing too. I mean, what I find suspect for Haney is Jojo said he's not a big puncher as well, but Jojo said last night during the fight that he didn't really feel Haney's punches. So, the power may not be there for Haney. I know he's got that long reach and he's quick, but, eventually if he gets in there with a maybe Ryan Garcia or Tank, things may change for Haney.
Yeah, you're right about that. Now, everybody know Devin Haney don't have no power. I think that's obvious. If you look at that fight last night, I think Jojo Diaz, his eye was just maybe a little swollen. You have to look at it real good. But
he didn't let his hands go.
Neither fighter face for the most part was messed up. So neither fighter really had any punching power, But Haney, we know Haney don't have any punching power. But he did what he had to do.
Here's another thing. Do you think the left that Jojo was Haney with, can he take those left hooks from Tank?
The only way we're gonna know, they got to fight. That's the thing. Yeah, we can sit back and say, because now what we're doing the triangle theory. We're saying that, okay, well, if this guy hit him like this, just imagine what would happen if this guy hit him. He would probably fall. It was the same thing they were saying with Wilder, right? They were saying, well, listen, if Wilder, the way he hit Tyson Fury got up, if Wilder would have hit anyone else in the heavyweight division, they would have been the top guys. They would have been asleep. And my argument to that is, okay, I hear what you're saying, but on the flip side, once he fought a top level heavyweight instead of fighting the C and D level heavyweights he's been fighting, then you see when those fighters that's on the top level can take a better punch than those guys that's on the C and D level. So it can go both ways. it always go back to my same statement that I always say, Al. The only way we're gonna know, they're gonna have to fight each other.
Absolutely.
That's
Thanks
gonna
a lot, Coach.
clear
You have a
all
good
that.
day.
All right, yes, sir. Shout out to Al, man. Shout out to Al. Shout out to Al out there, man. Shout out to Al, man. Come to find out, the MGM holds around 16,500 people, and only 5,000 people showed up. I estimated we just gonna round it off, say 5,000 showed up last night to see Devin Haney fight Jojo Diaz. So Jojo Diaz wasn't a draw, and Devin Haney wasn't a draw. Because it wasn't like Devin Haney was fighting by himself. We could say Devin Haney ain't no draw. Jojo Diaz ain't no draw neither. If only 5,000 people came out to see both fighters fight, then that tell you he's not really a draw. And to be honest with you, it was a pro Jojo Diaz crowd last night. Most of the people who was in the audience, they was cheering for Jojo Diaz. And they booed Devin Haney. You know what I mean? So I'm just being honest with you. Like, yeah, Devin Haney gonna have some problems because if he deals with Leonard Ellaby, they're gonna every top fighter is gonna throw that in his face. Man, you barely did 5,000 at the MGM Grand when the event held 6,500. What type of money you want to fight? How you gonna want $7 million to fight when you can't even draw 5,000 people to an arena? That's what they're gonna say. They're gonna throw that right back in Devin Haney's face. That's what they're gonna say, dog. He got enough pop to keep former champs from not letting their hands go. Yeah, that's another argument too. He might not have any pop, but guess what? Jojo Diaz wasn't breaking his neck to get in there. But I've heard this before though, Jawan. When Pernell Whitaker was boxing, they said, well, Pernell ain't really had no pop. Guess what? He only lost 4 fights. He didn't have no pop, but you see what I'm saying? They said that about Floyd Mayweather. They said that about Sugar Ray Leonard. They said that. They said that. You know what I mean? So, and it is true. He doesn't really have any pop, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Hold on, guys. Let me go ahead and let me take this jacket off. It's getting a little hot. All right, we back. They had to take that jacket off, man. It's getting hot in this. I'm in the office. I'm in my office, guys, and it's getting kind of hot. So I had to take the jacket off. But yeah, man, you get what I'm saying, though. Like, you know, everybody don't have phenomenal punching power. You know what I mean? But I try to stay away from the triangle theory that, hey, you know, this fighter fight this fighter, then guess what he'll do to this fighter? And they tried that shit. I'm gonna give another perfect example. George Foreman versus Muhammad Ali in Zaire. George Foreman had destroyed Joe Frazier, Ken Norton, pretty much all of the fighters that Ali had struggled with and fought. George Foreman knocked them out in 1 and 2 rounds and 3 rounds. George Foreman did that, right? So they said, well, damn, if he did that to those fighters, just imagine what's going to happen when he hit Ali. The triangle theory, right? When he fought Ali, Ali beat the brakes off of him. That's why the triangle theory don't work. That's why it don't work, dog. It don't work, dog. That's why it don't work, dog. The triangle theory don't work. You can't sit back and say, oh, well, you know what, man, but you know what he did to that fighter. Just imagine what he's going to do when he fight this fighter. It don't work, dog. It don't work. Because if we go by that, then shit. And if we go by that, George Kambosos wouldn't have beat Teofimo Lopez. What people were saying about George Kambosos, as a matter of fact, let's look it up. What people were saying about George Kambosos. I'm finna tell you what they were saying. Oh, man, Kambosos, man, he ain't nobody. He struggled in his last fight. George Kambosos struggled in his last fight, his last couple of fights. He was struggling. So, shoot, as hard as Teofimo Lopez hit, just imagine what's going to happen when Teofimo hit him. Imagine what's going to happen when Teofimo get him in the ring. You just know what he gonna do once Teofimo get him in the ring. He struggled. He struggled with Mickey Bay. He struggled with Lee Selby. You know what I mean? He struggled with those guys. What's going to happen when he getting there with a knockout artist like Teofimo Lopez? He ended up beating Teofimo Lopez. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Hey, Reese Mack say styles make fights. Exactly. You hear it all the time, but it's true. You hear it all the time, but it's true. But it's true. You hear it all the time. Royal Gotti say preach. Yeah, for real though, fam. For real though. Yeah, it's true, dog. It's true. Like we can't. I wish it was that. I wish it was that simple. I wish it was that simple. Coach K in the building. Shout out to Coach K. Shout out to Coach K in the building. Hey, okay. He said Devin had a 7-inch reach advantage and hurt JoJo none. Don't need the triangle theory for Devin. He can keep the sluggers off of him. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to lose the fight though. And I disagree. He did hurt JoJo. I think he did hurt JoJo a couple times. You know, I think he did hurt JoJo a couple times. And I watched the fight. I watched the fight without no volume. But that's neither here nor there. You know, he can't keep sluggers off of him. Yeah, but he's keep winning though. He keep winning. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. And I'm not, you know. You're right. There's no need for triangle theory. The only way we're going to know, they got to get in the ring and fight. We got to get in the ring and fight. You know, I'm not the one to try to prevent fights from happening. I'm not the one that's going to say, oh, man, we already know what's going to happen if he get together. We don't know shit. We don't know nothing. We don't know what we think we know. The only way we're going to know, the fighters are going to have to get in the ring and fight each other. That's how we know for a fact who's going to do what. The only way we knew Ali was going to beat Foreman, he had to get in the ring and fight him. Only way we knew George Kambosos was going to beat Teofimo Lopez, he had to get in the ring and fight him. The only way we knew Floyd Mayweather was going to beat Manny Pacquiao, he had to get in the ring and fight him. The only way we knew that Tyson Fury was going to beat Deontay Wilder, he had to get in the ring and fight him. That's how it works, guys. That's how it works. I'm 47, dog. That's how I came up watching boxing. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, he got in the ring and fought. This guy's supposed to be a monster? Okay, let's find out. Oh, if Hagler get in the ring with Mugabe would destroy Hagler. Guess what Hagler did? Okay, let's get in the ring. Let's get in the ring with Mugabe then. Let's get in the ring with Mugabe. And he stopped Mugabe. Hagler got hurt a couple of times in that fight. But he stopped Mugabe. That's how we knew he was going to win that fight. That's how we know for a fact he was going to win, because he won. That's the only way. That's the only way. Mad Dog 8 says, one thing we do know, daycare promotes. Hey, listen, man, I told y'all, dog, listen, Floyd Mayweather said it, and we're going to talk about this tomorrow, because I'm going to do a recap after tonight's fight with Tank Davis and Pitbull Cruz. I told y'all he's going to knock this dude out in 3 rounds. If the dude go 3 rounds, I'll be shocked. James Brown said, he say, damn, coach, you in the shirt tonight. Yeah, man. Reverend Abenaki doing this thing today. Reverend Abenaki doing this thing. You see what I'm saying? He said, Graham Taylor said, same thing happened with Hopkins and Taylor and Powell. Exactly. Bro, like really, you know what I mean? Really. The same thing happened. Like you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know until we see it. It sound good. It do sound good. And I'm not gonna lie, it sound good. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. It sound good. It really does. That this guy has a whole bunch of power, and when he gets in the ring with that guy, once he hit him, he gonna go to sleep, and that's gonna be the end of that. We have countless examples of when these monster power punchers get in the ring with other guys and they get their ass whipped. I've been watching boxing a whole lot. This guy pillow fist, he can't punch. Yeah. They said the same shit about Ali, he was pillow fist. They said the same shit about Pernell Whitaker, he was pillow fist. They said the same shit about Sugar Ray Leonard, he was pillow fist. There's a lot of Winky Wright, pillow fist. They said a whole lot of shit about pillow fist fighters. These pillow fist fighters kept winning though. They kept winning, and they was fighting power punchers. When they got in the ring with power punchers, the power punchers couldn't beat them. You know what I mean? He says, Coach, you crazy if you think Tank beating Cruz. Yeah, well. Yeah, man, I'm not even going to entertain that. Coach K says, if Tank fights on Devin, I got money on Tank. I'm not even going to entertain that, Coach K, about the if, because I'm gonna tell you why, brother. Floyd Mayweather already told us what the lick read. As a matter of fact, let me pull up this receipt, because I gotta always pull these receipts up. Let me pull this up, Coach K. Floyd Mayweather already told us right here. He told us right here. After Devin Haney, after Tank Davis fought Mario Barrios, he said it right here that we have a plethora of fighters that Tank Davis can fight next. We believe in working harder, not smarter. I don't believe in making another promoter rich. We have plenty of fighters within the PBC and Mayweather Promotions promotional company that Tank Davis can fight. So once the reason why I respect Floyd Mayweather, so I'm gonna tell you why I respect Floyd Mayweather so much. The reason why I respect him so much, because he was honest. Hold on, guys. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So once the promoter tells you what the deal is, believe him. Here you go right here. So I don't deal with if. I don't deal with Coach K, my brother. I don't deal with ifs and possibilities and maybes. And once the promoter tells me, Floyd Mayweather, he said, hey, listen, I'm finna let you hear what your own is. And I keep this in the cut. You know why I keep this in the cut? Just in case, I don't believe in the hypothetical. When it comes to Tank Davis ain't gonna fight no top guys. He said it. Floyd said it. So I believe Floyd. I believe everything he said.
As far as 130, 135, anything at all?
Here you go right here. So I don't have to worry about if Tank fights Devin Haney. I know you're gonna put money on Tank Davis. Guess what? I can promise you will never get an opportunity to put money on that fight, because according to Floyd Mayweather, Coach K, according to Floyd Mayweather, that ain't going down. Let's see. Again, I do not own the rights to this material. This is for educational purposes only. Here you go right here. This reporter is asking Tank Davis. Oh, we gonna cover this extensively tomorrow after the fight. We're gonna have a damn good show tomorrow, bro. I can promise you that. This shit gonna be hilarious.
Anything at all of where you'd like to either fight next as far as 130, 135?
He's looking at Floyd.
His team gonna take care of that. Our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So we keep everything in-house. Mayweather Promotions, PBC. We all work family. So, we're not gonna go nowhere and make another company great. So
there you go right there. He said his team is gonna handle that. Now they asked Tank Davis a question about who would he like to fight next in the 135-pound division. Tank Davis immediately looked over to Floyd Mayweather. He didn't even answer the question. He looked at Floyd. So we don't have to worry about Devin Haney and Tank getting in the ring, and Tank if Tank fight Devin Haney, he gonna knock him out. Guess what? Tank Davis ain't gonna knock Devin Haney out. He won't get an opportunity to, because his promoter told you, and he told me that we don't believe in making another promoter rich. He said we're gonna make in-house fights. So there's no need of putting any hypotheticals and possibilities in your mind. When someone tells you something, believe them.
To either fight next as far as 130, 135, anything at all?
Leonard, look over there too.
His team gonna take care of that. Our thing is this. We work smarter, not harder. So we keep everything in-house. Mayweather Promotions, PBC. We all work family. So, we're not gonna go nowhere and make another company great. So we got plenty of fighters. There's at 140, 135, and 130. We'll continue to fight the fighters that we got to fight.
That's it. He told you right there. He told you right there. He said we don't believe in making another company rich. You know, we have plenty of fighters at 130, 135, 140 with Mayweather and PBC or Mayweather Promotions and the PBC that Tank can fight. He told you right there. So that's it. That's it. It ain't nothing else to talk about. It ain't nothing else to talk about as of late to that. Hey, Coach K, you will not get an opportunity, my brother, to win any money on that fight. I can promise you that. You want to know why? Because it ain't gonna happen. Floyd Mayweather told you that. So I believe, you know, I'm the type of dude, I believe what they tell me. When they say some shit, that's what he said out of his mouth. That's what it is. Heavy Lefty says, I see Tank winning tonight, but Cruz will be more competitive than Rolly. Well, we don't know that. But guess what? I got Cruz getting knocked out in 3. I got him getting knocked out in 3. I got 2 bets on it, and that's all I'm betting. That's all I'm betting. I got 2 bets on it. That's all I'm betting. I'm not impressed with Cruz at all. I looked at his last fight. I seen his training. I'm not impressed with him at all. He's flat-footed. He's slow. He comes forward, and he telegraphs his punches. Coach's show, Dry Race Boy, he said, Coach, Floyd is the definition of no black fighters. Do you know Tank has fought no black fighters his whole career? That's why they fell out when the Farmer fight was on the table. Yeah, I haven't even noticed that. I have to look. I haven't even noticed that. He hasn't fought any black fighters? Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. I would have thought, yeah, I didn't even think about that. I got to look at Tank's resume and see. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're not, you know, like the PBC, they mostly don't make, you know, Isak Cruz, you can say, well, you know, Isak Cruz, he's really not a PBC fighter. He's promoted by Manny Pacquiao, but it's kind of like the same shit because, you know, Manny Pacquiao is doing business with the PBC. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's kind of like the same stuff. But we're not gonna at 135, we'll probably see the Lomachenkos if Teofimo stays at 135. If not, if he moves on to 140, okay, that's fine because he can't make the weight anymore. But we'll probably see like those other guys, the Comays and Nakatanis, the Kambosos, we'll see them fight each other, and Devin Haney's. We'll see them fight each other, but Tank won't be in the mix of none of those fights. Floyd ain't going for that. Floyd ain't going for that. That's it. And he sat right there and he told you. He sat right there and he told you what it was going to be. So I believe Floyd Mayweather. And I respect the fact, to be honest with you guys, I respect the fact. Now, I don't agree with it. I'm not saying I agree with this shit. I don't agree with it, but I respect the fact that Floyd was honest enough to tell us, look, Tank ain't fighting no 50-50 fights. Tank ain't fighting no other champions, you know, no high-risk champions. Tank is going to fight, you know, a steady diet of PBC, Mayweather Promotions fighters. You know, when he step in the ring, he's automatically going to be the favorite. He's going to be an 80 to 85% chance of winning this fight, 90% chance of winning the fight. This is what it's going to be, and that's that. And I respect the fact that Floyd said that. Now, but Floyd, on the flip side, I'm not going to pay for the shit. I'm not going to pay for it. Because me, as a fan of the sport of boxing, if you're not going to give me the type of fights that I want to see, guess what? Now, Floyd, you have a right, you and Leonard have a right to have Tank fight anybody you want him to fight. There's nothing wrong with that. I respect it. Guess what? I don't hate the player. You know, they say don't hate the player, hate the game, right? I respect it. But guess what? Just like you have a right to do what you want to do with your fighter, I have a right to do what I want to do with my money. And if I don't want to pay for some shit, I ain't going to pay for it. So, and I'm not paying for it. I am not paying for this fight tonight. Y'all just have to tell me how it went down. He's saying, think we all agree Kawasaki was not a fighter without one punch up power. He stopped more people. Accumulation of punches. Golden Boy says Lomachenko is still a man to beat. Yeah, he been beat already by Teofimo. He been beat twice already. But I get what you're saying. Lomachenko been beat twice already. Mad Dog A said Cruz is a brawler, tailor made for Tank. Man, listen here, man. That dude getting his ass knocked out. He say, I'm a fan of Tank and any boxer puncher fan, but I'm not paying for Isak. No, I ain't paying for it too. I'm not paying for it too. Shane says, is Tank a hype job? I mean, I don't know. I can't say he is. I can't say he isn't. I mean, he's a very talented fighter. But as my main man show, and more said, who are you fought? Who you fight matters. Who any fighter fight matters. This is how you gauge how good or bad a fighter is based on who he fights. That's it. When you look at the greats, they're great because you look at the list of fighters who they fought over a period of time. That's how you gauge any fighter. The level of competition, right? So that's it. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Hey, okay. For dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy. Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Pastor, what PBC fighters are available at 135, 140? That's a good question. Let me pull that up. I can pull that up for you right now. Let's see. PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. Let me pull that up for you right now. He said, will you pay for Ortiz and Mark? No, I ain't paying for that shit neither. No. That shouldn't be a pay-per-view fight. No, I'm not paying for that. Not paying for that at all. Not paying for I don't have to pay for this shit. You know what I mean? If somebody will buy it. I'm not buying it. Somebody will buy it. I'm not buying it. So this is the night. Battle of Cruz and light heavyweight champion. Yeah. Order pay-per-view. Nope, won't be clicking that button. Let's see. Let's look at the fighters. We're gonna see. Let's look at the fighters. And then these guys from the PBC, they hardly get fights, so they hardly fight. So Isaac Cruz. This is his profile. Now they got him on here as a PBC fighter. This is what I'm saying. He's on that list of fighters too. He's promoted by Manny Pacquiao, but they got him on here. They probably need to upset. They got him on here right here, as you can see, as a PBC fighter. 22-1-1. Let's see who they got at 135. Let me find that for you, brother. At 135, who do they have? Let's see. 175, 160. Well, we know they got Isaac Cruz. That's one. This guy here fight at 137. Bartholomew, they might try to get him in there. That's a potential. That's a potential for Tank. Let's see. 135. That's if he stays at 135. I think he probably will though. Chris Colbert. They might try to have him move up, but I doubt that. So we got one guy, Isaac Cruz. We got him. That Tank fighting him tonight. They got a bunch of fighters at 135 he can fight. I don't know. Like maybe they'll move up Omar Douglas. I don't know. Let's see. 135. They got this dude Austin Dulé. So you'll probably see Tank fight this guy soon. Austin Dulé, Austin the Dream Dulé. You'll probably see him fight this guy soon. So that's two. Robert Easter, he at 135. They might put him in there with Robert Easter. That's three. Let's see. Dennis Galarza. That's another guy. They can put him in there with that guy. Put Tank in there with that guy. He's 16-4. That's another one. Yorkis Gamboa. Tank already beat him. Mikey Garcia. He ain't gonna get no fight with Mikey. Mikey not 135 pounds anymore. He not coming back down. Mikey washed up now, so Tank, he'll be food for Tank. They really don't have a lot of people, as you can see. They really don't have a lot of people. Alejandro Luna, he's 22-1. They might put him in there with Tank next. They might put him in there with Tank next. El Charro. So they're gonna put him in there. Basically, they've been putting Tank in the ring with a bunch of Mexican fighters. That's basically it. Diego Magdaleno. They got him in here as well. They might, they got some fighters. So they have a few. This guy right here, Argenis Mendez, 35 years old. He's 25-7-3. Yeah, so they got. I don't know, like these guys. I never, they're not big stars or anybody. So they got fighters. Anthony Peterson, 36 years old, 38-1-1. He's from I don't know. I think that's Lamont Peterson's brother. I don't know if they're going to put him in there with him. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? You see what I'm saying? But yeah, this is it. This is it. Haskell Lindell, 27-4, 135. He's 34 years old. They got another guy. You know, they got Ivan Redcatch. They might put him in there with Tank. Yeah, so they got some fighters. They got some fighters, dog. They got some fighters there. So Tank don't have to fight none of the top guys. It ain't gonna happen. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. King KO said PBC hasn't even updated their list. No, they haven't. They haven't updated their list. I don't know why they don't. So I that's how King KO. I really don't know who's a PBC fighter and who is not right now because they don't update their list. You see what I'm saying? So I can only go by what they have there. But assuming that these guys are PBC fighters, the 135 pounders, he have a plethora of fighters that he can fight. And let's go to Mayweather Promotions. They still might make the Rolly fight later on down the line. Rolly Romero has not been charged with anything. Guys. He hasn't been charged with anything. He said, shaking my head, bunch of C-level fighters. Hey, man, it is what it is. You know, he told us the truth. You know, I mean, you know, don't hate I can't hate the player, I hate the game. Floyd told us the truth. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, he told us the truth. Simon says, he said, Coach, what do you think about this guy, Frank Martin? Frank Martin, let me look this guy up. Frank Martin. Is he a PBC fighter? So many of these fighters over here, man. I don't. Shit. That's Charles Martin. Frank Martin. Let's see. As a matter of fact, let's look up Mayweather Promotions. Hold on. Let's look up Mayweather Promotions. Let's look up Mayweather Promotions. I've seen this guy fight, dog. Like, but I don't see it, bro. I do not see it. I don't see it, boy. I don't see it. Just like I didn't see Jojo Diaz beating Devin Haney. I'm 6-2 this year. As a matter of fact, I'm 6-2 this year on my picks. Let's see. Let's see. I lost Joshua Usyk. I lost that pick. And I think it was one more pick I lost. Kambosos and Teofimo. The rest of them I got all the top fights this year. Let's see. I got Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo. I missed that one. Took a chance on Billy Joe, right? But the rest of them I got Canelo. I got Canelo Plant. Got that one right. Got Fury Wilder. Got that one right. And I picked damn that around. Wilder was gonna get knocked out in. I got Crawford Porter. Got that right. Hold on, somebody knocking at my door. Sorry about that, guys. I'm looking at my door. Looking at my door. I thought somebody was knocking at my door. Yeah, anyways, I got Crawford Porter right. Shit, I got this Jojo Diaz, Devin Haney right. I got that right. I got Shakur Stevenson right over Henry. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's some more fights that happened. I got Josh Taylor over Jose Ramirez. Got that right? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 3 wrong, 6 right, and that's another one. It's another one another fight that I'm forgetting. There's another fight that I'm forgetting. So yeah, so I'm batting pretty good. I'm batting pretty good so far this year. And let's see, there's another one. I know there's another one that I'm forgetting. I know I'm picking Tank to knock this boy. I already know I'm gonna get that right. I'm gonna just go ahead and put Tank down here right now. Now, whether he knock him out in the third or not, I might be wrong about that, but I got Tank by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if Tank win tonight, whether he knock him out in the third or not, that's going to be 7. Josh Taylor. Let's see who else I got. It's another. Damn it. You know what? Let me look over here. Oh yeah, Fulton. Stephen Fulton over Brandon Figueroa. I got that right too. I picked Fulton. Yeah, so I'm 7-3 right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm 8-3 right now. If Tank win tonight, I'm 8-3 this year. If Tank win tonight, I'm 8-3 this year. So far. You see what I'm saying? The only 2 I got wrong, the 3 I got wrong, I got Joshua Usyk wrong. I got Kambosos Lopez wrong. Teofimo got his ass beat. I got Billy Joe and Canelo wrong. I wrote with the underdog on that. That's it. So I got 7 right. And I got, let's see. I got 8 right. If Tank win tonight, that's going to be 8. That's going to be 8 out of 3. That ain't bad. He said, what about Montana Love? Yeah, I didn't even bet on that, but yeah, I definitely got that right. Let's go. Let's see. This is what we have left, guys. Let's look at what we have left. Let's look at the fights we have left. Let's see. We have Javante Davis right here. Isak Cruz. Devin Haney won last night. Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yard. I picked Anthony Yard to beat Lyndon Arthur. I forgot all about that fight. I picked Yard to beat I forgot all about him. And he won last night in spectacular fashion. Anthony Yard did his thing. He stopped Buddy. Anthony Yard stopped Buddy. I didn't see the fight, but I looked at some of the highlights on YouTube. I didn't see the fight, so I'm not gonna lie to you on that. So these are the updates. These are the updating ones. So now we have Conor Benn versus Chris Algieri. I'm gonna take Conor Benn to win that fight. Katie Taylor. I got Katie Taylor on that. Sonny Edwards versus Jason Mama. I don't know nothing about flyweight guys, so I'm not even gonna pick on that shit. Demetrius Bivol versus Umar Salamov. I'm gonna take Bivol. Lomachenko versus Comey. I'm gonna take on Lomachenko. Nonito Donaire versus Goballo. I'm gonna take on Nonito Donaire in that fight. Let's see who else we got, guys. Inoue versus Deepian. Bantamweight. I'm gonna take Inoue. Atua Beterbiev versus Marcus Brown. I got Atua Beterbiev by knockout. Joseph Parker versus Chris Chisora. That's a toss-up. I'm not even touching that fight. I don't know. Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul is some bullshit. I don't even want to talk about that. But Jake Paul is going to bring money to the city of Tampa. So he's going to bring money here to the city of Tampa. Gennady Golovkin versus Ryota Murata. We'll see what's up with that. I think I'm hearing that fight might be canceled. And that's it. That's it. So that's what we got left. We're going to look at and see what Mayweather Promotions have, because since he said he have a plethora of fighters over there. Shout out to King Boxing, pound for pound. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said what's going on. I had JoJo for the win, but Devin proved me wrong. Tank, I'm not supporting his fights until we get some quality fighters. Won't get money from me. Yeah, man. It is what it is. I mean, as a fan, you have a right to do that. You have a right to do that. And the promoter has a right to put on whatever fights that makes financial sense to them. There's nothing wrong with that. But as a fan and a supporter of the sport of boxing, you have a right to spend your money on which fights that you think is worth your money. Listen, guys, like, I'm one of these dudes, I support the fighters. I don't support all of them, though. If I'm not going to get the fight that I want, I'm not buying that shit. I'm telling you right now. I have the zone, so I basically paid for the Caleb Plant. I have the zone, so I did pay for the Billy Joe Saunders Canelo fight. Kambosos and I have the zone, so Kambosos and Lopez, of course, paid for that fight. Saw that. Joshua Usyk saw that fight as well. So paid for those on the zone. And then the Canelo Plant fight, I paid for that. Fury Wilder, paid for that. Crawford Porter, I paid for that. Haney. I didn't, Haney and Diaz, we all paid for that because I have the zone. Shakur and Herring, that was free. Well, that was on cable. That was on cable. Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Yep. I didn't have to pay for that. I think that was on ESPN Plus or something like that. Tank versus Cruz. Not paying for that one. Fulton versus what's the brother name? I keep forgetting his name, man. Damn. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. He got his brother box too. Fulton, what the brother name Fulton just fought, man? Damn, I'm always forgetting his damn name. But you get what I'm saying. What's the guy that Fulton just fought? Stephen Fulton just fought. What the brother is? Brian, what's his name? Brian, I keep forgetting to do it. Is it Figueroa? What you got over here? He says, yeah, Figueroa. Yeah, Figueroa. Yeah, I think it's Figueroa. I always forget Figueroa's name. I like his brother, man. I like his brother. His brother, a hell of a pressure fighter. And then Yard versus this guy. Hold on. I picked Yard. I didn't know he was going to stop him this early though. Yard versus Arthur. I didn't know he was going to stop him this early though. I'm not going to lie. That's it. So now so I get to the picks as each week go by, but I'm if Tank win tonight, I'm 8-3 so far. I'm 8-3 so far. If Tank win tonight. So I'm batting pretty good for the year, to be honest with you. He says, Coach, is Devin the lightweight on Caleb Plant? I don't know what you mean. What you mean by that? Well, what you mean? Hey, Jamal, what you mean by that, my brother? Is he the lightweight Caleb Plant? You mean like from a punching power standpoint? If that what you mean? Caleb Plant and Devin Haney, to me, they have different styles. So, to me, they have different styles. To me, I mean, they try to use a variation of the Philly shell, what you guys call the shoulder roll. They try to use a variation of it. I mean, it look cute and pretty, but I don't know. From a punching power standpoint, yeah, they really don't have any power. Shout out to Al Ramos for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy!
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said your thoughts on these fights, Colbert versus Shakur. I got Shakur all the way. Regis Prograis versus Tank. I got Regis Prograis, and I personally like Figueroa's sister. She's bad. Yeah. His sister's nice. I have Shakur over Colbert. I have Prograis over Tank. And and Figueroa's sister, she's real nice. Yes, absolutely. He says, you mean you'll be 8-3 when Tank win. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, when Tank win, I'll be 8-3. There was no doubt in my mind that, as a matter of fact, if we look at the poll I did, right? Let's look at the poll I did. I did a poll, guys. It's basically asking you guys who is, who has the tougher fight. Remember, I don't know. Do you guys remember this? Let's go to the community. I said we did this Friday. We did this poll Friday. And I said, who has the tougher fight between... Wait a minute. Where is that? Who has the tougher fight between Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz versus... Here you go right here. And the people have spoken. 1,000, let's see, 1,200 people voted on this. 1,200 people voted on this. The people have spoken. I like to go to the people. Let's go back up. Let's see. I like to go to the people. See, the people, I can say whatever I want, but I like to go to the people. You guys voted. You guys voted in this poll. And you guys said right here that the question was, this was the question. Who has the toughest fight this weekend between Devin Haney and Tank Davis? 75%. As you can see, 1.2 thousand people voted, right? It says Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz. 75% said Devin Haney had a tougher fight than Tank Davis. And Devin Haney won that fight 9 rounds to 3. 8 rounds to 4 on a good day for Jojo, right? And 15% said that Tank Davis has an easier path to victory. And 10% said that they didn't know. Here we go right here. The people said it. He said, Coach, remember when you said cherry picking goes wrong? Well, we'll find out tonight. Yeah, we're going to find out tonight. Cherry picking does go wrong sometimes, but it doesn't go wrong all the time. It doesn't go wrong all the time. They picked them for a reason. You know, Devin Haney was supposed to make a statement. He couldn't. He did make a statement. He won 9 rounds to 3. That's a statement. I disagree with that, Anthony. He won 9 rounds to 3. That's a statement. He beat a guy who was a former Olympian, had way more experience than him. You know, he was all of that in the bag of chips, and he beat him fairly easily. He said, Coach, I caught you on the other brother's channel the other night. That was good to see you brothers come together like that. Yeah, Luciano, shout out to Luciano, man. Hey, okay. Yeah, you're talking about I was on the panel with my main man Lou over there, man. Rebuttal Entertainment, Lewis, man. That was his birthday. Him, light-skinned Lou, them boys over there in DC. Who else was on that panel? BFTB was on there. It was a sister on there as well, and there was another brother on there. I forgot the other brother's name. I have forgot his name, fam. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Phone lines are open, guys. Anybody want to talk, man? Chop it up with the old boy, man. Y'all hit me on up, man. The Reverend, the Pastor Reverend Abernathy, you know, he was here earlier today, you know what I mean? But we made it do what it do. Let's see. Joey says, Coach, I was at the fight. It was not sold out. I already know it wasn't sold out. I already got that being confirmed. It was like 5,000 seats. Reported the tickets, reported like 5,000 people in the seats. I have somebody who was there as well. They sent me the numbers on it. So yeah. And see, this is the problem This is the problem that Devin Haney is going to face when it comes to fighting the other top fighters from a business standpoint. If you're dealing with Leonard Ellaby is going to say, man, look, you don't put no butts in seats. Nobody even paid to come see you. You fought a Mexican fighter in Jojo Diaz, and they didn't even come out. You know, you can't even get 10,000 to come out. You know, normally when you fight a Mexican fighter, you know, according to the Mayweather blueprint, that a lot of the Mexican fans, they would come out and support their fighters by the thousands and droves, and they didn't do that last night. And then the 5,000 people who were there for me listening to it, they was born when they introduced Devin Haney in the ring. So that means that was a mostly Jojo Diaz crowd. That's what they're going to say. And that's what's going to hurt. Who said Tank is winning? Nah, son, y'all tripping. Yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Yeah, we're going to find out. He said that was no statement. I mean, what I don't know what you want. You know what I mean? Devin Haney is not a power puncher. He beat a guy 9 rounds to 3. Jojo Diaz was that guy, that dog that was going to bring it out to him. It go both ways. Jojo Diaz didn't make it. What kind of statement did Jojo Diaz make? Because we can go both ways with it. Devin Haney did not make a statement to you. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you believing that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But did Jojo Diaz make a statement last night? Jojo Diaz, did he make a statement? He said, y'all don't understand this whole Devin has no power argument. Lomachenko doesn't have power either, but he gets the job done. Yeah, Lomachenko is more of an accumulation of punches. But you're right though. You're right though. What's up? Kimmy Lowe said, what's up with my man Sabrio Mathis? I like him. Nobody wants to fight him. He's dangerous. Yeah, I don't know anything about him. Like what's going on with him currently. He says Ellaby is arrogantly dismissive. Yes, he is. He's very dismissive. You got to understand why. Leonard Ellaby is dismissive of anything that goes against the plan that they have set. Again, why do I keep playing Reach Mac? Why do I keep playing what Leonard Ellaby, what Floyd Mayweather said? His team is going to handle that. You know, when they asked Tank, who are you going to fight next? Who do you want to fight next? Tank immediately looked over to his right. Well, to his right, that's to be my right. He immediately looked over to Floyd Mayweather Leonard Ellaby looked at Tank, then Leonard looked at Floyd, and then Floyd says, his team will handle that. So Tank is not allowed to say who he wants to fight. You know, he has to do what he's told. And Floyd told us, hey man, listen, this is what it's going to be. He's going to fight in-house fights. He told us that. So I can't get mad at the promoter for being honest. Because these promoters don't be honest. These promoters don't be honest, y'all. So when you got a promoter that's honest enough to tell you, look, man, my fight ain't gonna be fighting no top guys. He's gonna fight a steady diet of in-house fights between Mayweather Promotions and the PBC, then you don't expect anything else. That's all I'm saying. Don't expect anything else. He told you what it's gonna be. It's like a guy. It's like a guy telling you that, yeah, man, you know, I'm an alcoholic, dog. I like to drink, and I'm not gonna stop drinking no matter what. And then you know, he's a friend of yours. Let's say he's a friend of yours or whatever the case may be, right? And then when you catch him drinking, damn, dog, man, what you doing drinking for? The man told you he liked to drink, he was an alcoholic. He told you what it is. Floyd told us what it is. Now it's up to you as a fan. It's up to you as a fan to decide whether you want to pay for it. You have the control. I'm not paying for this shit. I don't give a damn. I'm not paying for it. Let's look at the 135 pounds that they have, right? Let's look at the 135 pounds that they have. Ellaby is so arrogantly dismissive. He say Big Money Texas. He say Devin Haney did his thing, coach. I had him winning like he did, but against Kambosos and Tank, I don't know if he can win. We ain't got to worry about, listen, this what I want y'all to do. Big Money Texas, my brother. This what I want everybody to do. When it come to Tank Davis fighting any top guys, you cannot mention his name with anyone else. Why you can't mention his name with anyone else? Because Floyd Mayweather specifically told us that we have a plethora of fighters between Mayweather Promotions and PBC that Tank Davis is going to fight. We believe in keeping everything in-house. This is what he said. So basically what he's saying is Tank Davis is in the PBC Witness Protection Program. This is what it is. I can't sugarcoat it. But I respect the fact that Floyd Mayweather was honest with us to tell us that. That's what I respect about him. Now, this is who they have at 135. They had Roland Romero, and they have Ladarius Miller. This is so you know, Roland hasn't been charged with anything. Roland hasn't been charged with anything. So he pulled out of the fight. They forced him to pull out. And then this guy right here, he 21 wins, 2 losses. Ladarius Memphis Miller. This will be another guy that Tank can end up fighting. Yeah. That Tank can end up fighting. So I don't know. I don't know. So between that, you know, he has plenty of fights. So that's what he's telling you, dog. So once you tell me that, I have no expectations of anything other than that. He say, is Tank fighting tonight at 130 or 135? He's fighting at 135. He gave up the 130 belt. He says, so Tank would never see a big payday then. No, that ain't happening. MDH says, Mad Dog Gate says daycare promotions. Yeah, pretty much. He says Murata versus Triple G postponed due to COVID restrictions, coach. Yeah. I heard about that. Big Money Texas said you're correct, coach. Hey man, I'm just listen. The thing about me, my brother, I gotta call it the way I see it. I call balls and strikes. I don't care about the skin color shit. I call balls and strikes, and I'm gonna call it exactly the way I see it. If a promoter tells me that I am going to match my fighter up with only in-house fights, we do not believe in making another promotional company rich. He is telling you that I'm putting my fighter in the Witness Protection Program. We will not see any cross-promotional fights with the top fighters and other promotional companies. That's not going to happen. Our fighters going to only have in-house, cherry-picked, strategically choreographed fights. And guess what? I respect Floyd for doing that. But guess what? I ain't gonna pay my money to see none of them goddamn fights. He gonna have to respect the fact that I'm not gonna spend my money on it. He say sign up. So player, it's $25 a month. You can get all the pay-per-view channels on cable. All right. Hey, thank you for letting me know that. Let's see. Tony says Devin took some big shots. Yeah, he did took some big shots. Devin got hurt. He got hurt in that fight. But I also saw that Jojo Diaz got hurt too, but he wasn't hurt to the degree that Devin was in fights as well. You know what I mean? He's going to be even better in the next fight. I thought personally, I thought Jojo Diaz would have did a lot better. He said, I don't respect the flaunting the fact that he's padding his #1 fighter resume, the horse hockey. Hey, listen, again, I don't like it. I don't like it, but he told us the truth. A lot of these promoters, they won't even tell us the truth, dog. They'll be lying. Like Mauricio Sulaiman, he's not a promoter, but he's he's the president of a sanctioning body. He lie all the time, and yes, this guy is champion, but this guy is undisputed. We're introducing a new concept. What the hell is a new concept? We're introducing a new concept. Everybody say they're confused. Just go along with what I'm saying and stop asking me questions about franchise and undisputed and stuff like that. That's basically what Mauricio Sulaiman's told Blue. That's basically what he said. Stop asking me questions about that. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music as well. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Facebook and Twitter. That's basically what he said, dog. That's basically what he said. That's basically what he said. Mad Dog 8 said, Rolly has not been charged and they made him get pulled out of the fight. But Tank has open criminal cases, yet he's still fighting. Hey, bro, see, Mad Dog 8, let me tell you something. What you just did was what you just did was pulled out the hypocrisy. You just pulled out the hypocrisy between the two. Now, they're going to say, well, it's different because Rolly Romero was accused of what he was accused of as it relates to some women. Not charged with anything. No charges have been brought up on Rolly Romero. And you're saying that Tank Davis have pending criminal charges. He has a court date coming up. But yeah, he didn't have to get pulled out of his fight. Guess what? That is true. That is true. I cannot argue. You spoke the truth just then. That's true. That is true now. He say Tank needs out of that contract, maybe join Matchroom on a fight by fight deal. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. Thomas Jones said, how many pay-per-views you think this fight would do? Can I be honest with you, Thomas? If the promotional companies don't buy, well, I don't know if they buy stuff. I don't know if they buy stuff, so I'm not gonna say that. Tank Davis fans gonna probably come out and support him, so it'll probably do like 100. It'll probably do like 100, something like that. If that, it'll probably do something like that. Let's see. Terry says, Tank would never have a voice with Mayweather, and he would never get the attention he deserves. Yeah, perfect example. Perfect example. When you talk, listen. If you look at, I'm gonna get into this real deep tomorrow about Tank Davis, because we're gonna do a follow up on the fight tomorrow night with Tank. Tomorrow after he destroys this guy, after he destroys Aesop Pitbull Cruz, the Mexican Mike Tyson, after he run through this dude like Nimrod and get this guy out of there, we're gonna have a discussion about this tomorrow, right? And I'm explaining something to you. When Tank is next to Floyd, and the reporter asks Tank a question, Floyd always takes over the conversation. Tank Davis, who is it that you would like to fight next after you get by Aesop Pitbull Cruz? His team will handle that. And Mayweather Promotions, we have a plethora of fighters that Tank Davis can fight. I don't believe in, we believe in working smarter, not harder. So, and we don't believe in putting our fighter in there with any other fighter that's not with Mayweather or PBC. It kind of reminds me of when I was a champion. I was beating all of these guys. You guys would never give me credit in the media, but I kept beating them. I beat all of these different Hall of Famers, and I beat 40 world champions in my career. Most fighters would never ever even reach that before. I was a cash cow of the sport of boxing. I grossed $1 billion more than any fighter. And I'm not trying to brag. It's not about me. You know what I mean? But it is about me. But and I'm like, well, Floyd, we asked Tank, who does he want to fight after Aesop Cruz, and you went somewhere else with this shit. You see what I'm saying? That's Floyd, though. That's Floyd. That's what Floyd. That's what Floyd does. Keaton KO, he said they doing Rolly dirty out here. Yeah, they doing them dirty out here, man. They doing Rolly kind of wrong out here. Rolly hasn't been charged with anything. Mayweather says Mayweather Promotions wasn't ready. to feed Rolly the Tank. He said, Coach, how many pay-per-views does Tank do? 95,000. I mean, you know what? I don't know. I don't see nobody talking about this fight. And it's on a Sunday. I don't see nobody talking about this fight. He says, you doing a watch along tonight, Coach? No, I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not spending no money to watch it, bro. I'm not buying the pay-per-view. I will see if I can, get a free stream or something, but yeah, I'm not buying the pay-per-view. I'm being honest with you, bro. I'm not, I bought enough pay-per-views this year. If it's something that I like, I pay for it. I'm not paying for this. This dude gonna get killed. It say Floyd is too controlling and Tank needs to get sick of him. No, I mean, I think Tank Davis supporters, they don't have a problem with Floyd controlling them. They don't have a problem with that. He said, Coach, do you, Kambosos is going shopping for the next opponent? Yeah, I think Kambosos, me personally, I would rather see Kambosos and Devin Haney fight in Australia so we can clear up this French fry shit. Because this is what Devin Haney said. He said if he beats Kambosos and win the belts, he said he would drop the French fries belt. He'll drop it and keep the regular WBC championship. But he said I'll drop that belt and let Mauricio do what he want to do with it. Drop the French fries belt. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Drop the French fries belt. Tank's fights are worth more with Floyd beside him. Bro, remember, check this out. Remember this survey I did here? Let's look at this survey. I did another survey right here. Check this out. Remember we did this one? Can Devin Haney and Tank Davis avoid being upset? How do you feel about the French fries belt? People talked about the French fries belt. They didn't like it. As we know, Devin Haney did not get upset, so we know that. There's another one. Let's see. I had another poll I did. Talked about T. Diddy. It said, is it fair to Tank Davis that the media is more interested in asking Floyd Mayweather questions than they are interested in Tank? 572 people voted. Yes, it is fair. Fans are more interested in Floyd than Tank, 27%. The other ones, the 73% said no, it's not fair. The press should be more about Tank. That's what they're saying. That's what the people say. That's what the people say, right? That's what the people say. Mexican Silverback says Kambosos would get 70,000 Australian fans in the seats at the stadium for the next fight. And that's where that fight should go at. In my opinion, Kambosos is the guy in the lightweight division because he have all of the belts. As they say, he beat the man that beat the man. So since he beat the man that beat the man, he called the shots. He has the belts. He doesn't have Devin Haney's belts. That's the last fight. That's the fight that should be made to clear up any disputes. He says, Coach, do you think Pitbull would throw the fight for more money? No, Pitbull doesn't have to throw the fight. He's going to come in and fights the way he normally fights, and he's going to get knocked out. I'm going to tell you something about Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz is a flat-footed fighter. He doesn't throw any jabs. He doesn't have a jab at all, and he's slow. And he telegraphs his punches, his hooks, right? He's slow, he's flat-footed, he doesn't throw jabs, and when he throws those wide-ass punches, he's gonna get hit with the same uppercut that Devin Haney caught. What the brother name is, the guy he fought. Oh, I forgot the dude name, man. Oh, I forgot the dude name who he knocked out. Who Tank? Let me look this. Who that was that Tank knocked out? Caught him with the uppercut. Put him to sleep. He gonna get knocked out just like that. I forgot the guy's name. He gonna get knocked out just like that. Ain't nobody bet no money. Listen, ain't nobody bet no money on that dude. Jules Bandana said, does anyone think Floyd buys seats that don't sell just to make it seem like fighters sell out venues? I don't know. Yeah, Leo Santa Cruz. The way Leo Santa Cruz got knocked out with that uppercut, that's what's gonna happen to Pitbull Cruz. Aesop Pitbull Cruz gonna get caught with an uppercut. Bam! Sleep, nighty-night. That's what's gonna happen to him. Slow feet. He comes in like this, walking. He does not throw any jabs. And he got a nice overhand right. He got a nice left hook to the body. He has a nice overhand right and a nice left hook to the body. But he's slow, and he has slow footwork. And his ass is in trouble. He's going to sleep tonight. And I'm picking 3 rounds. If it go past 3, it's a loss for Tank Davis, in my opinion. If this fight go past 3 rounds, this should be the rule just for the night. Even if Isaac Cruz lose in the 6th round, if he make it to 6, he should automatically win the fight. That should automatically be a win for him by default. He said also, no head movement. He has no head movement. No head movement. He's a straight come forward fighter. He's in trouble. Listen, Isaac Cruz have 2 chances to win this fight. Slim and none. And Slim just left the building 2 weeks ago. Tank about to curse him. Yeah. Yep. It is what it is. Reese Mack say Santa Cruz made the mistake of throwing the same punch too many times in a row. Give Tank a chance to time him. Yeah. Slipped that right hand, pop, came up with that uppercut. You're gonna see something very similar tonight. He said I got 20 on 2 Cruz making it past 3, coach. I already bet it the guys. To be honest with you, I only bet guys who I know that's gonna pay. I'm not saying you won't pay, but the guys I bet it, we have done business in the past. I've won bets and I got paid from these guys and I lost bets and I paid guys. So I only bet the guys who I know, to be honest with you. But I ain't betting nothing but a little light something anyway. So I'm done. He said that see your point, bro. It's a catch-22. Say what you want about his flaws, but he's a top 10 in every sanctioned body. Listen, check this out. The sanctioned body is very easy. And to get in the sanctioned body, it works like this. The way Don King used to work with Jose Sulaiman. I don't know if you know who Jose Sulaiman is. Jose Sulaiman is Mauricio Sulaiman's father who passed away. In order to get fighters in the top 10 in the sanctioned bodies, all the promoter has to do is pay money to the sanctioned bodies to get their fighters ranked in there, in any position that they want them in. So I don't even pay attention to who's ranked in the sanctioned bodies. There's nothing objective about the sanctioned bodies. The sanctioned bodies is a money-making machine, and if I'm a promoter, if I want to get you ranked in there and get you ranked in number 3 or number 4 spot or in the top 10, I just pay some money to put you in there. That's it. That's how that works. That's how that works. Yeah, listen, he said Santa Cruz got paid to lose. Wow, okay. You have any proof of that, sir? PBC fanboy say it might go 12, coach. Yeah, it might go 12. Yeah, it might go 12. I don't know what the it is that might go 12, but it might go 12. You're right about that. I told PBC fanboy, I totally agree with you, my brother. It might go 12. Whatever it is. But the Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz, that shit gonna end early. It's gonna end early. As a matter of fact, I don't think nobody betting on this fight to go 12. He says, so he paying all 4 in the Ring magazine. I'm just saying, bro, this is how it works. You ain't gotta believe it, but this is how it works. This is how it works. There's a book you can buy called The Life and Crimes of Don King, and they break it down very well how the sanctioning bodies work. Very well how the sanctioning bodies work. So that's how it works. He said it might go 12. I might hit the Powerball tomorrow. Yeah. yeah. Listen, that dude getting put to sleep, dog. Listen, he don't stand a snowball chance in hell of winning this fight. And he's getting knocked out. He said Devin proved that he has a chin. He's getting stronger. I know some people saying he's chinny. I don't know. They all over the place with chinny. I don't know what the hell that means. I know what chinny is, but my definition of what chinny is that doesn't, he said, LOL, coach, who wins Pitbull versus Cruz? Man, I don't even know why. Pitbull versus who? Santa Cruz? Oh, Santa Cruz? I give it to Santa Cruz. For a hypothetical. It is a hypothetical. We don't know. They haven't fought each other, but I give it to Santa Cruz. He said, Tommy, Devin will be on weight drain soon and lose. He says on sanctioned bodies, I remember Berto was ranked a few months ago by the WBA, and then Tank wanted to fight at welterweight. Hey, shit, they bro, that sanctioned body shit, that shit's so political, dog. He said they're trying to take Kambosos' shine by coming up with Lopez hospital diagnosis. Shit, they should have kept quiet. Yeah, that's all. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change anything. It is what it is. It is what it is. They can't take nothing from Kambosos. That man got his ass whipped. Period. Bottom line. I picked on Teofimo, he lost. Simple as that. You know, he said if that's the case, then why they say the champion in the sanctioning body are the best in the division? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. I'm just telling you how promoters maneuver their fighters. Remember, Jamar, remember, boxing is a chessboard. Fighters are pawns, rooks, bishops, knights. Fighters are interchangeable pieces that can be moved around the chessboard at the will of any promoter, manager, or power broker. Sanctioning bodies make money off of their belts. Somebody have belts, they got to pay sanctioning fees, right? This is how this works. If you want to be ranked somewhere, there's money that's being spent. This is how this shit works. What I would advise you to do, my brother, is do some research on it. Do some research on it. Just do some research on it. Don't believe shit I say. Or you don't have to believe anything. Say, no, I know what I know. I don't want to hear nothing else. It is what it is. You can do that too. But me, I'm a critical thinker. So I've done a lot of research. I know a lot of people in the sport of boxing now. I have phone numbers in my phone where I can reach out to people and find out all kind of information when I want to. I'm privy to a lot of that information, you know, so I know what the hell I know what I'm talking about. But I know you on the outside looking in, you probably don't know that. So I get it, you know what I mean? But if I was you, I would do my own research on that. To be honest with you. He said, my thoughts exactly, coach. It's like someone telling you they let you win. Yeah. He said chin means he can take a punch, bro. No, yeah, chin means he got a chin, he can take a punch. It's one heavyweight, man. What my brother name, man? What's his name? This dude had a chin. Fought Lennox Lewis. Let me look him up. Start with an M. He was in the military. That dude, that boy had a chin on him, boy. Man, that dude had a chin on him. That dude can take a punch. He hit with some big shots. The shots that I see that these guys getting hit with now, I'm like, man, I remember watching some of these old school fights. What's my brother name? Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer had Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer had a chin. Ray Mercer was a motherfucker. That boy had a chin. He can eat uppercuts, and the way he recovered from punches was phenomenal. I don't see no fighters today can take those punches like that. Lennox Lewis hit that boy with some stuff. Ray Mercer came back and hit Lennox Lewis with some stuff too, though. Ray Mercer. He said Ray Murphy. You ever talking about Ray Mercer? Yeah. Ray Mercer. Ray Mercer. So yeah, man. So, you know, I get it. You know what I mean? But he said not more. He got KO'd by form. I'm talking about Ray Mercer. He says ESPN knockout show and fight for free, coach. Okay, that's good. That's good. He said, what up, coach? About to smoke a blunt. Yeah, I ain't doing no smoking right now. He says Ray Mercer KO of Tommy Morrison was brutal. Yeah, man, it was, bro. It was very brutal. So all I'm saying, guys, is this is what's going on. You know what I mean? So I think the best fight that can be made in the lightweight division, in my opinion, is, you know, Tank Davis is on his own island with the PBC. You know, they got the witness protection program over there, so you ain't got to worry about talking about Tank dealing with any of the top fighters. But the next fight that should be made, in my opinion, the fight that I want to see is George Kambosos and Devin Haney. You know, if George Kambosos can win the fight, he will become the real undisputed champion, and he will be put in the record books. Mauricio Sulaiman told us that we introduced a new concept. This is what he said. This is what he said right here. the WBC has introduced a new concept. This is what he said. He said that right here. They introduced a new concept, and he want people to stop asking him about the franchise belt. And Blue did a good job, and Blue did a good job in asking the question. Not even gonna lie. Blue did a good job in asking the question. So, it is what it is. I'm gonna let you hear it again just in case you didn't hear it. Let's go right here. Let's go right here. I think it's 140. Let me see, can I find it? I think it's 140. Let me see, can I find it? And just in case you didn't hear it, I'm gonna let you listen to it one more time. Let you hear it one more time. Hold on, guys.
Now you're saying, George is considered undisputed. Why is Devin Haney?
They said he had air in his lungs during the fight.
I heard a few comments I don't know in detail, but I wish him prompt and successful recovery. He's a tremendous fighter.
Just in case you didn't hear it.
Tremendous fight, and I'm sure he will be back.
Mauricio,
what's next?
Hold on, guys.
Was considered undisputed. Now you're saying, George is considered undisputed. Why is Devin Haney showing the WBC champion on the WBC website?
He is the WBC champion. The WBC introduced a new concept, and people don't care to analyze and to try to understand something. The reality.
So he said that Devin Haney is the WBC champion. So for those who say that he got his belt via email, okay, that's fine. However he got it, he got it. He said Devin Haney is the WBC champion, and the people don't care to know or understand a new concept. What concept is that, Mauricio Sulaiman? Let me let you guys continue to hear. So I come with the receipts. I'm gonna let you hear it out of the man's out of Mauricio Sulaiman's mouth.
Is that the franchise designation has given the lightweight division unbelievable activity with many great fights, and now it's all leading to Kambosos Haney to be a great showdown. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy for it.
But you would agree that it has caused confusion. The franchise
it causes confusion. Of course, it causes confusion because it's a new concept, and everybody has resistance to.
So he said it causes confusion. He said, of course, it causes confusion. What is the it? He said the creation of the French fries belt has caused confusion. He said, and the reason why it caused confusion because everyone is rejecting the new concept. This is what Mauricio Sulaiman is saying. I didn't say this. Mauricio Sulaiman said this. Words out of his own mouth behind his mask. That was a good question by Blue. Good question.
The fact is we got Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Kambosos, Ryan Garcia Cambo, Haney Gamboa, Haney Linares. These tremendous fights. So I take that route. Great activity in the division. Everybody's happy, and we're seeing the best of the boxing division, which is the lightweight.
Because all the confusion came in is when you guys announced that George Kambosos was undisputed.
Please stop! What confusion?
Because
I'm saying it. I'm saying it.
The number 6.
I'm saying it over and over and over. Great activity, great championship fights. Let's stay with a great feeling. Why would we ruin with this?
Because we just need clarification of.
Thank you.
For his story.
Do you have any other different topic or?
So he want to change the topic. Do you have any different topic? Thank you. He don't want to. Listen, I like the way Blue was pressing him on that question. You heard it from his lips. You saw his body language. Blue went straight to the source. The confusion. You see the confusion you created. Yes, I know we did. I know it's confusion because no one wants to believe. Believe a new, believe into the new concept that we introduced. You coming with some new shit. So there you go. There you go, man. Interpret it the way you want to interpret it. Don't make me know, never mind. Joey Chad said, Coach, this is prize fighting for a reason. Money runs the world. Yeah. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that at all. I'm just, hey, man, I'm just going by what, so I don't go by what nobody say. Let me explain to you what it is, coach. So you don't understand. No, don't nobody understand this shit. The guy who's explaining it don't understand it. He's telling you that this is a new concept. So if he don't understand it and he's telling you it's a new goddamn concept, how the hell you understand it when he catching hell explaining it right now? So who am I going to believe? You or what? You or my eyes? Who am I going to believe? You or my ears? I have my level of understanding is pretty well. He wanted to change the subject, so it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Louis James saying, so what? He's saying is that one can actually be undisputed champion in the 135 division. So what? Is he saying that that one can be? Yeah. This is what he's saying, Louis James. He's saying that Kambosos is the undisputed champion, and Devin Haney is the WBC champion. This is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. We've introduced a new concept. We introduced a new concept. I broke this down already, Louis James, on my show. I broke all that shit down. When I showed you guys the receipts on the conception of the franchise belt back in 2018 for Canelo Alvarez, and what it was originally for. When they created another French fries belt. I call it the French fries belt. The French fries belt again for Lomachenko, and how Devin Haney got elevated to the champion. I went through all that. I'm not finna keep tongue wrestling with these guys, but let them believe what they want to believe. I don't care. Just don't try to convince me of that shit. I know better. But this is what Mauricio Sulaiman said. So I'm gonna, he showed me right now the nigga was lying. He couldn't even. He was running from the smoke. This guy said Kambosos is undisputed according to the WBC. So that's it. Make sure you put that in there. According to the WBC, he's undisputed. Can't leave that part out. You can't leave that part out. Can't leave that part out. According to the WBC, according to Mauricio Sulaiman. But according to the IBF, the WBA, the WBO, nah. According to them, according to Ring Magazine, nah. According to the boxing historians, when they talk about the 6 undisputed champions in the 4 belt era, there's Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Terrence Crawford, Alexander Usyk, Josh Taylor, and Canelo Alvarez. You will not see Teofimo Lopez on there or George Kambosos. So I'm not even finna be going back and forth with that. No. He's saying that someone is undisputed. He's saying Kambosos is undisputed, and they have a separate champion with Devin Haney. He's introduced a new concept. He said it. We introducing a new concept. Don't nobody want to believe it. So, Jose Lewis says, just let all of these fighters collect all secondary belts in their division, and let's call them all undisputed. Yeah, everybody undisputed. Everybody undisputed. According to the WBC, no one is going along with this shit but the WBC. So, he said, Coach, the WBA, WBO, IBF don't recognize franchise designation. Kambosos not undisputed. Yes, I already know this. And the Ring Magazine doesn't recognize it either. And the Ring Magazine is supposed to be the Bible, right? That's what they say. That's what they say, right? That's what they say. So, he say Fight Fan 30 says Tank is the undisputed regular champion. Yeah. Everybody undisputed. I'm undisputed too. I got 5 championship belts right here. I got 5 belts right here on the floor right now. I got the IBO, the WBA, the WBC, the IBF, and I have the IBO as well. But IBO ain't no. But I have all of those belts. So I'm undisputed too. Shit. Everybody undisputed. Everybody in the chat, you guys undisputed too. He said, according to the WBC, Kambosos is undisputed, and according to the WBC, Devin Haney is the WBC champion at 135. Yes, that's exactly what he's saying. Something that has never happened in the history of the sport of boxing. He just told you that we are introducing a new concept. We've introduced a new concept to the sport of boxing. That's what he said. So He want. Guess what? I don't have to buy into that new concept. I'm 47, dog. I've been watching boxing too long. I know what the definition of undisputed is. No one is disputing that Canelo Alvarez is undisputed. And all of the sanctioning bodies and plus Ring Magazine recognizes Canelo is undisputed. They recognize Terrence Crawford is undisputed at 140. They recognize Josh Taylor is undisputed at 140. They recognize Bernard Hopkins is undisputed in the middleweight division. They recognize Jermaine Taylor as being undisputed. They recognize Josh Taylor as being undisputed. There's no dispute about none of that with any of the sanctioning bodies or any of the boxing historians in the sport of boxing who keeps record of everything. So that's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. That's all I got to say. Say, believe what you want to believe, say what you want to say. But other than that, man, that's it, bro. We're going to give everybody a round of applause, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Shout out to everyone who's listening to this podcast on Spotify and Amazon Music. And we know how we do it. We're going to do this OJ Ju-Man style, man. Shout out to PBC Fanboy. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan. Shout out to the Queen Lisa Bells. Shout out to the Queen Karma Serene who was there earlier. Shout out to Graham Taylor in the building. Shout out to Joey Chaz, what's happening? Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Mad Dog H. Also, guys, do not forget over here at New Media Today USA Boxing. This is from the holy book of the boxing gods. We have 15 commandments. We are the only boxing community that have 15 commandments, and these are the. I'm going to give you guys the commandments. I'm going to upload it to the community tab so you guys can get it, write it down, screenshot it. These 15 commandments that you're going to have to abide by in order to be a subscriber over here, because we do not like fanboys of any fighter. Sundays is the day that you can come attend church service, and we will try to cleanse you of this disease of fanboyism. That's it. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to Paul Evans, and shout out to Ava. Shout out to Jules Bandana. Shout out to I can't even read your name, man. I guess Nathaniel. Shout out to Anthony C. Shout out to D Dubs. Shout out to Simon Belmont. Let's see, Zoe Full Life. Shout out to Mad Dog H in the building. Shout out to Beautiful One. What's going on, Beautiful One? Shout out to Kristen Chavez. Shout out to Reese Mack in the building. 80D. Shout out to Ghetto Love as well. Shout out to the one Mr. Ham. Shout out to HMG Entertainment. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Ali Muhammad. Shout out to my brother Blood, Retro Boxing and Documentaries as well. My brother Blood over there, man. Shout out to my main man Shelton Moore as well. Shout out to who else we have in the building? Derek Kerr. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Reese Mack in the building. I'm only calling the names that I'm seeing. If I forget you, it's because the names, some of the names I went by earlier. Shout out to Heavy Lefty. Let me give a shout out to the guys who called in on the phone today. Who called in today? Shout out to Gotti from Chicago, and shout out to Al Ramos. Shout out to Jamar Stafford. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Anthony C in the building. Let's see, Tommy Jones. Shout out to 80D. Shout out to Will Sargentson. What's going on, fam? Shout out to, let's see what else we have, man. Mad Dog H. What's going on, fam? To this day. Yeah, man. Shout out to Tommy Jones, man. Shout out to Louis James. Shout out to Big Red Gun. What's going on? Arthur Hawkins. Shout out to Fight Fan 30. Shout out to Mexican Silverback. Shout out to Tupac 13. Shout out to Graham Taylor. Shout out to who else we have in the building, man? Shout out to the Queen Bless 365. Shout out to I'm trying to see who else we have. James Brown. You know what I mean? Shout out to who else we have in the building, guys? Shout out to this troll, man, Golden Boy. You are a terrible troll. Shout out to Jose Luis. Shout out to I Don't Want a Channel. Shout out to Rafael Garza. Shout out to Danny Drew.
Okay.
Shout out to who else we have in the building? Raphael. I see Raphael already. Graham Taylor. Shout out to Uwapo. What's going on, fam?
Okay.
Shout out to Maximus Davis.
Okay.
Maximus. Shout out to AV Sound.
Okay.
Shout out to Puro Sur Central. Shout out
Okay.
to Teach.
Okay.
Shout out to... Trying to make sure I get everybody, guys. I think that's it. I think we got everybody. Once again, it's our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. Shout out to, matter of fact, let's give everybody a round of applause, and let's give the Reverend Pastor Abernathy a round of applause as well. Tomorrow we're going to have a good show because we're going to see the conclusion of this fight tonight with Tank Davis and Isak Cruz. It's going to be it's going to be a lot of turmoil tomorrow. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be a lot of turmoil tomorrow, but it's going to be a fun show, very fun show. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Floyd told you his fighter will only fight in-house fights. Stop asking Tank Davis to fight any tough competition. You're not going to see it. They told you that. Respect it and just move on. It is what it is, but it's going to be up to you whether you decide to pay for these fights or not. They ain't never got to worry about me paying for no Tank Davis fights. That shit, it'll rain cocaine and snow heroin 8:30 tomorrow morning before I ever buy a Tank Davis fight ever again in life, unless I get the fights that I want to see. Other than that, that's it. Signing out, New Media Today USA Boxing. See you guys tomorrow, man. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Holler at you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.